At third base.
Happy Father's Day, happy Dad's Day. The Crawdads trying to go over 500 for the first time in league play, and they'll do so behind Jackson Bird. From the broadcast booth here at Monte Vista High School, Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on the call. Crawdads sitting at 6-4 overall, 4-4 in league play, looking to get over 500. It's been a tough start to conference play, as it has the last couple years under Brant Cummings, but the Crawdads tend to get better throughout a summer, and that's exactly what they're going to try to do to get today against the Seagulls.
Yeah, and I think you just look at the way things are trending, and we saw it in the start of the SoCal trip. Some good at-bats. The results weren't quite there. The hits weren't falling. The runs weren't scoring, but good at-bats. And over the past few days, last really 2.5 games, I'd want to say, hits are coming. Pitchers are commanding the strike zone. Things have been trending up, so I would expect the wins to start piling on top of each other right about now.
Let's take a look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Francisco Seagulls. 4-3, they're in first place in the CCL North. Joshua Algarin leads off. He's the DH. Jacob Brewer hits second at first. Ethan Roan, the second baseman, hits third. Josh Hansen, the left fielder, cleans it up. Pranav Sundar, the third baseman, hits fifth. Logan Hart, the center fielder, hits sixth. Kai Holm, Logan Stelling, Shane Stanley, the final three in the lineup against Jackson Bird.
Jackson Bird making his third appearance on the mound of the summer. 2-0, 2.16 ERA in his 8 1/3 innings. Pitched 10 strikeouts, just 1 walk. He's been really, really good and really fun to watch. Lefty to start the day. Let's get things started hot.
From the left side, Bird from the third base side of the slab tucks his glove towards his right shoulder. Now he's ready. Rocks and fires. The first pitch of the afternoon is a slider on the outside called strike one. 1:03 first pitch time. It is a beautiful 77 degrees. Your first pitch time and temperature brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to that old town vibe since the early 1900s. 0-1 big. Slider swung on and missed. 0-2.
Thing's a beauty.
Got a lot of break. Fastball, changeup, slider, all of them pretty nasty. When he gets into a rhythm, he's pretty unstoppable. 0-2, slider down and away, 1-2. We talked to him on the bus the other day. He said, you know, it's kind of a more of a curve, more of a slurve, if anything. But sometimes it gets more sweepy, sometimes it gets more bendy. Here, fastball, outside corner. Strike 3 called.
Yeah, Bird.
Let's take a look at the Crawdads defense behind Jay Bird in the outfield from left to right, making his Crawdads debut-ish. Aiden Camberg in left field with Casey Cummings in center, Ethan Liao in right. On the infield, the corners, Nico Espoqueta, Cole Casiasco, Ben Royo, Cam Calvillo up the middle, Nikhil Beasley behind the plate. First pitch strike right on the outside to Jacob Brewer. 1 for 5 this summer, a pair of runs batted in. Bird in his rhythm, the 0-1. Fastball, lined right side. That'll get well foul over by the Crawdads bullpen. 0-2. Jackson Bird just get it and go. Had a good year at Sac State on both sides of the ball. Here in his third appearance on the bump, there's a changeup down low, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch from Bird. A little low with the changeup, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bird from the windup. Slider struck him out swinging. Got him way out in front. Beasley pounces on it, throws it to first in time for out number 2. Back-to-back batters, back-to-back punches for Bird.
Yeah, another slider. See him, that's a strikeout pitch. He's got the changeup, got that good fastball up around 90 miles an hour. But the slider, sweeper, slurve, whatever it is, nasty.
That'll bring up Ethan Roan, the second baseman, 176 hitter, watches the first pitch fastball miss away. The first batter that Jackson Bird has not gotten ahead in the count to. Bird coming off a great outing against these Seagulls just last week. 1-0 fouled off to the right, 1-1. Infield, outfield, straight up for the Crawdads. Center fielder Casey Cummings a little bit to the second base side of the bag. 1-1. Backdoor slider on the back door. 1-2.
On the black. That's perfectly located.
That's what he does. He's not going to nibble, but he's also not going to walk guys. High strikeout, low walk. 1-2. Tapped third base side. Azpilicueta gives it a look. Watches it sail foul. We'll do it again. So Jackson Bird looking to strike out the side in the first. Rocks from the windup. The 1-2 is on the outside corner, called strike 3. Frozen with the changeup. 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks for Jackson Bird. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Crawdads coming up. Casey Cummings leads off the bottom half of the first inning. First pitch from the righty William Ellis is at the knees on the inside, called strike 1. Let's take a look at the 9 for the Crawdads. Casey Cummings leads off. Cam Calvillo hits second with Cole Kosciuszko hitting third. No balls and a strike. Pitch to Cummings is high and tight, 1-1. Nico Azpilicueta hits cleanup, looking to get it going a little bit, with Aiden Camberg, the left fielder, hitting 5th. Ben Royo hits 6th. Evan Mers, Ethan Liao, and Akil Beasley round out the Crawdads' 9. A ball and a strike to the Crawdads center fielder. Front door slider. Catches it 1-2. Cummings 250, a home run, 6 runs batted in. Against William Ellis, the righty from Oklahoma Baptist. 1-2, slider tapped foul. We'll do it again. Really nice inning from Jackson Bird in the first.
3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks.
Yeah.
You take it.
That'll play.
Yeah, Jay Bird.
So we're scoreless here in the bottom of the first. Crawdads won yesterday, 12-3. Looking to get over 500. 1-2. Inside corner, called strike 3. Welcome back, Ron Mosso behind the plate. Big zone. Let's take a look at the defense behind William Ellis. On the outfield from left to right, Josh Hansen, Josh Algarin, Logan Hart. And it's actually Logan Hart in center and Logan Stelling in right field. The left side of the infield is Pranav Sundar and Kai Holm, with Ethan Rohn at second, Jake Brewer at first, Shane Stanley behind the dish. Here's Cam Calvillo, squares to bunt, taps it in front of the plate. William Ellis out to get it. Has a pretty easy play to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Ellis, who's had a good start to his summer.
Yeah, a couple of scoreless appearances for William Ellis, 1-0.
Batting third for the Dads, the first baseman, number 19, Cole Kosciuszko.
Here's Cole Kosciuszko. Another good day yesterday. 2 for 5, a pair of doubles, hitting .317 on his young summer. Fouls the first pitch off to the left, nothing in 1.
It's a healthy cut. Right on it, just a little bit late maybe. Nicely located fastball, 90 miles an hour. on the plate away.
No balls and a strike. Kosciuszko hits this one to about the same spot, a little deeper, but still foul, 0-2. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. Dads and Seagulls for the third time this year. Teams have split the first 2 games in the series. The 0-2. Kosciuszko watches up and out. Ball 1. Infield, outfield, straight up. The left fielder, Josh Hansen, playing extremely shallow. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good changeup off the outside. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Will Ellis. We'll head to the top of the second. Still scoreless when we come back. Top half of the second inning. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Josh Hansen, Pranav Sundar, and Logan Hart to hit for the Seagulls. 3 straight strikeouts for Jackson Bird. 5 strikeouts in the game just through an inning of play. 2 for William Ellis as well. Josh Hansen, 316, a home run, 8 runs batted in. Hits from the right side, hits the first pitch well to left field, tailing past the reach of Aiden Camberg into the left field corner as he fields it on a couple hops against the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double for Josh Hansen. Some loud contact from the right side.
Yeah, it looked like that changeup from Jackson Bird maybe floated out of the hand a little bit. That's middle, and a nice swing there from Hansen jumping on that first pitch. Bird has struck out, previous to that, the first 3 batters that he faced. Don't want to get to 2 strikes, get that first one. Like out a double.
Hansen was hitting .316 on the summer, a home run, 8 runs batted in. We'll head to USC and figures to be a really good player for the Trojans. Here's Pranav Sundar, 235, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. Hits with a closed-off stance from the right side. A little bit of twitch as well. First pitch from Bird is a little tight with the slider, 1-0. So Bird in his last start against these Seagulls didn't really have to pitch out of the stretch much. But now we'll do so with the runner on second. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good changeup, 1-1. He told us the other day on the bus he was pretty much exclusively from the stretch until late in this spring. Had a couple conversations, worked out of the windup, wanted to find a place to kind of experiment with it, as the 1-1 is tapped up the middle over the leaping Bird. Royo in front of the second base bag, gobbles, throws to first in time for the first out. Hansen moves up to third, 1 down in the inning.
Yeah, I mean, Bird he was talking about us, or talking to us, said in high school, his coaches want him primarily stretch. He said his coaches were telling him, you got to be able to pitch out of the stretch. You have to be able to. So he just went to that. Started messing around in the bullpens this spring and found something that he was comfortable with.
First pitch to Logan Hart, left on left. Change up on the slider, on the outside, 0-1. And his windup isn't your traditional windup. It's very, very rhythmic. 0-1. Check swing on a ball off the outside. Did he go? No, says the third base umpire, 1-1.
I'm trying to find a comparison. I'm just trying to rack my brain, and I know there's someone. But maybe I'll get back to you.
A ball and a strike. 1-1. Change up on the outside, 1-2.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. Keep going outside. That outer portion of the plate has been called a strike. Keep going out there if you're Jackson Bird. Why not?
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good slider in the dirt. Got the chase. No, foul tip. Didn't hear it.
Wow. You had me writing K in my scorebook.
I was ready for it.
Yeah, that's brutal.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out with a runner on third. Bird from the windup, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. This time he got him. Fastball up high. Got the swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Jackson Bird.
Hey, what do you say? The ball don't lie. Fastball, top of the zone, 89 miles an hour, and right past him. You know, he's not going to, 89, not typically going to blow you away, but because that off-speed stuff is so good, and he's throwing it so much, he's able to get hitters behind on the fastball.
First pitch, breaker to Kai Holm on the inside, 0-1.
I mean, when you can command first pitch curveballs like he is, not afraid to throw the changeup at any count.
0-1. Holm grounds it past third, foul, 0-2.
Yeah, we were talking to him. He said, I'm really starting to get comfortable with my third pitch. He really feels like he has 3 pitches now. Fastball, curveball, and changeup.
The 0-2. Down and away, 1-2.
And I mean, that's big to have command of all 3 pitches. That one right there, changeup, just missed a little bit low.
Looking for strikeout number 5, the 1-2. He gets it right there at the knees on the outside. Strike 3 called. 5 strikeouts through 2 innings for Jackson Bird. He is cruising. When we come back, Dads will try to get him some runs on the other side.
Baseman number 22, Nico Azpilicueta.
4, 5, 6 due up in the Crawdads lineup. Still scoreless here in the bottom half of the second. Nico Azpilicueta leads off from the right side against William Ellis. The first pitch is a fastball on the outside called strike 1. Nico, 344 average, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. Ellis works from the stretch, 0-1. Outside corner called strike 2. It's a pretty big zone from Mr. Masso behind the plate, but it's consistent. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah, going both ways. Why not? Sure.
Sure. 0-2. Slider laced to the right side, foul. We'll do it again. Nothing here in the bottom half of the second. William Ellis making his first start of the summer. He's been good out of the bullpen. 0-2. Slider swung on and missed. Down and away, got the chase. 3 strikeouts for Ellis.
Well, this is just going to be a K-fest today, isn't it? Already 8 strikeouts between the 2 teams. Bird on the other side with 5. Yeah, this is fun. This is my type of baseball.
Yeah. There have been 2 non-strikeout outs today. Aiden Camberg watches the first pitch, called the strike on the outside, 0-1.
Love it.
It's baseball. Camberg singled in his first at-bat. 0-1. Little outside, 1-1.
Yeah, yesterday the pinch hitting appearance came in late in the game, played some left field. Good to see a Gaucho get a knock.
A ball and a strike. Camberg taps it on 3 hops. The shortstop, Kai Holm, scoops it, throws it off his back foot to first in time for out number 2. I love it. Go Chos.
Yeah.
96 for the Dads.
Gauchos had a good year,
14, Ben Royo.
as they usually do.
Who ended it?
Next question.
Here's Ben Royo. 225 average, a home run, 6 batted in, hits from the right side. Has struggled of late. First pitch. Kind of top to the right side, nothing in 1.
Yeah, if anyone needs to get it going, it's this guy. If anyone can get it going, it's also this guy. Ton of talent. It's almost, he's just pressing a little bit.
0-1. Front door slider. Little tight. 1-1.
Yeah, good take. It's inside. That's a ball.
Yeah.
Trackman says ball.
Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Crawdads have struggled offensively this summer against the Seagulls in their 2 games. Royo checks his swing on a ball on the inside. No, says the first base umpire, Matt Bullis. Ron Masso behind the plate. Matt Bullis at first. Zach Keene over at third. 2 balls and a strike. Powerful hitter at the plate. Royo, 13 home runs just a couple seasons ago as a freshman at Rice. The 2-1. Slider swung on and missed. 2-2.
Now it's time to protect with 2. It's something that that Royo struggled with a bit as of recently.
Ellis, the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Changeup got him chasing. And the Crawdads go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the third. Still scoreless.
Third and no score. San Francisco.
Top half of the third inning, 8-9-1. Logan Stelling, Shane Stanley, and Josh Algarin against Jackson Bird. 5 strikeouts through his 2 innings of work. He has carved through the lineup of the Seagulls the first time up. His first pitch of the third inning is a slider that swung on and missed. What do you know? 0-1.
He's on that Andrew Parker track right now.
Yeah.
Parker 5 Ks through his first 6 batters.
0-1. Tapped foul. What do you know? 0-2.
Against the Crawdads a couple of days ago. 1 more batter for Jackson Bird, but 5 Ks, a chance for 6.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, no score here in the third. The 0-2 is tapped up the middle past the glove of Jackson Bird into center field for a base knock.
And an 0-2 count, yeah, you're looking for the strikeout, but a ground ball would certainly work. This one just perfectly placed.
99 for San Francisco.
Wasn't hit all that hard. Just found a hole.
Here's the catcher, Shane Stanley. 0 for 9 this summer, 2 strikeouts. 0 for 6 against the Crawdads. First pitch right there, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the catcher for the Seagulls. Open stance from the right side. Holds his hands far from his chest. 0-1 down low. Good block by Beasley. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, both Rios yesterday, Beasley so far today, although early, not been a whole lot of ball and dirt action, have been good.
Yeah.
Been really solid. We've seen that be a struggle at times.
1-1, tapped to third, through the 5-6 hole for a base knock. Just a ball that was chopped through the left side. Back-to-back knocks for the Seagulls.
Yeah, another ground ball. I mean, perfectly placed. 80 miles an hour off the bat. That's not hit hard, and just Aspilcueta, good range over there, but no one's getting that one.
Designated
Back-to-back
hitter,
base
Josh
hits
Algerine.
to start the third. I don't think that fears Jackson Bird any, though. He's been pretty good with runners on this season.
Josh Algarin, leadoff hitter, squares to bunt. Call the ball down low. 1-0. Algarin struck out looking in his first at bat. First of 5 strikeouts for Jackson Bird. Bird nods his head, disagreeing with the catcher Beasley. Now he's ready. Kicks the right leg. 1-0. On the outside, 1-1. Middle infield double play depth. The corners are playing in, respecting the bunt. Algarin, good speed from the left side. 1-1. Slider got the wave in the chase. 1-2.
That pitch right there is causing havoc for left-handed hitters. Hey, for right-handed hitters too, but I mean, Algarin, he's been bailing out on that pitch. Swung over it a couple of times.
1-2. Front door slider. Didn't miss by much.
Missed to middle.
Didn't miss.
Yeah. It was there. Good pitch.
I mean, that's right there. Right back.
Notch back.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Now Bird's going to have to do it again. He is waiting and now steps off. Runners on first and second. A pair of hits with no outs from Logan Stelling and Shane Stanley. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Algarin. Left-handed hitter. Sits his bat on his left shoulder. Bird waiting for something. Hasn't found what he wants, and now Nikhil Beasley's going to go out and talk to him.
I mean, if I'm Jackson Bird, personally, Algarin hasn't shown me any bit that he can hit the slider. Why not go back to it? Make him prove it.
Beasley back behind the dish. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Algarin. Bird from the stretch. The 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Fastball down and away. 6 strikeouts for Jackson Bird.
That was 90 miles an hour and painted on the corner. I would have struck out too. I was sitting slider. And
First baseman Jacob
Bird, I think, had thrown so many sliders in that bat. That fastball really sped him up for the 6th strikeout. Wow.
Here's Jacob Brewer, struck out in his first at bat. But Bird would take another ground ball right here. First pitch, tapped left side, foul. Just a high, slow chop, nothing in 1. Jackson Bird has been pretty tremendous through his first 2 1/3 innings. 6 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 hard hit ball, and a couple choppers that got through. No balls and a strike to Brewer. 1 for 6 now this summer. Struck out in all 3 of his at-bats against the Crawdads. Checks is swinging a ball down low. Yes, he did, says Ron Masso. Nothing in 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bird searching for strikeout number 7 from the stretch. Down low. Blocked by Beasley, but it squirts to his left, and both runners will move up. Wild pitch, kicks runners to second and third.
Yeah, tough one there for Beasley because he got to the spot. That chest just pointed towards the third base bag. Couldn't quite square it up, get that chest pointed towards the mound, right? So kind of just kicks down the third base line far enough for both runners to advance. Jay Bird's going to have to bear down.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bird still from the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Slider just a little low. 2s.
Yeah, good pitch. I think that's what you call not a waste pitch necessarily, but
It's a setup.
setup pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bird looking to keep this one scoreless. From the stretch, the 2-2. Slider tapped slowly. Third base side. Bird fields will come to the plate. The tag is not in time. That was pretty much the only play that Bird could have made there with Brewer hustling down the line. The fielder's choice scores a run. It's 1-0 Seagulls.
Yeah, nice athleticism there from Bird to bounce off the mound, but I mean, he's going to have no shot at first because Brewer's burning down the line. Going to have to turn around and make a spectacular play. That was his best play, but a good read from the runner on third, Logan Stelling, to just sneak in.
First pitch, down and away. Beasley up and throwing to second. The tag is not in time. Brewer gets in on the first pitch. Beasley's throw was a little low. And again, 2 in scoring position, just 1 out.
Yeah, and Brewer didn't even get the best jump on that. Almost slipped off first base, but still able to get in.
1-0. Tapped third base side. Aspelqueta fields, looks home. We'll go to first and get the sure out there for out number 2.
That's the smart play from Nico Aspelqueta. Maybe not the one that fans want or the pitcher wants, but still, it's early, third inning. You're gonna have to score 2 to win this game anyway. So nice play by Nico Aspelqueta to get the sure one.
Here's Josh Hansen. Bird now gets to work from the windup. Hansen doubled in his first at bat. Swings over the top of a changeup, 0-1. 2 runs home in the inning. I mean, about as Mickey Mouse as you can get. 2 dribblers through the infield, a wild pitch, and a couple fielders' choices as Bird misses down and in, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, there's been no hard contact at all.
Yeah.
Any to speak of in this inning. And yet Bird has given up 2 runs. A little unfortunate, but see how we can keep this third from scoring.
1-1. Inside corner, 1-2.
Because things like that happen, right, throughout the season, throughout
Baseball's
the summer.
Gonna baseball.
Baseball. So
Bird looking for strikeout number 7 here in just the third inning. From the windup, the lefty kicks the 1-2 to Hansen. Down low, gets past Beasley. Here comes the third runner for the plate. It's Jacob Brewer, who scores without a play on the wild pitch.
Well, just a little unfortunate. Off speed coming. As a catcher, you want to block those so bad, sometimes it doesn't happen.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and now 3 home in the inning. The 2-2 from Bird, way outside ball 3.
And in his first outing of the summer, this is kind of how Brant told me that it went, because neither of us were here for that, but just gave up some little blue hits and a few runs, were able to come home and score.
The 3-2. Check swing on a ball down low. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire. First walk for Jackson Bird. All right. Something brewing here for the Seagulls. 3 runs home, still threatening. That'll bring up Pranav Sundar. 7th man to hit this inning for the Seagulls. Grounded out 2 short in his first at bat. Bird now working from the stretch. First pitch to Sundar. Up and away with the fastball, 1-0. I mean, what was the hardest hit ball this inning?
83.
1-0. On the outside, 1-1.
Maybe 85, the base hit to center to lead off the inning, Stelling.
And that's not a hard hit ball by any means.
Yeah, no.
A ball and a strike from Bird. Looks the runner back to first, and 1-1. Lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Past the dive to the left of Royo into center field. There's a pretty hard hit ball for a 2-out knock.
Yeah, 95 off the bat. That would be classified as hard hit if you go to MLB.
It's a barrel.
That is a barrel. That's a base hit. And the inning continues.
Austin Harrington, it looks like he's going to head out to the bump to talk to the lefty Jackson Bird. Maybe.
Logan Hart.
And he will. Infield will collapse as well. It's been a tough inning for Bird, but kind of by no fault of his own, right? A couple dribblers that got through the infield, a couple wild pitches, 2 RBI on a pair of fielders' choices, and then a hard-hit single, but not one that played at anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think the execution has been pretty good. The results haven't been, and so what? Was it on Jacob Brewer? He had that 2-strike pitch that was right down the middle, called a ball.
Yeah.
Pitches later, base hit, scores a run.
Yeah.
This mound visit just get him a breather. He's been on the mound for a minute, and it's hot today. 80 degrees. That's hot for me. I know, kid from Sacramento, probably not all that hot, but kid from Santa Barbara, I'm sweating. I'm just in the booth.
So runners on first and second for the Seagulls. Logan Hart at the dish. First pitch to the lefty. Hart is right on the outside, strike 1. Looks like Austin Harrington wasn't even back to the dugout yet. And Jackson Bird was just ready to go.
He likes to pump.
No balls and a strike. Bird from the stretch. 0-1. Slider tapped right side. Calvillo on 2 big hops to his left. Took a little too much time to go to first, but got it there in time for the third out. So 3 runs, 4 hits. No, 3 hits 2 left. 3 runs home. Not the best inning for the Crawdads, but they'll try to respond on the other side when we come back. 3-0. Crawdads trail. Bottom half of the 3rd inning, 3-0 Crawdads trail. 7, 8, 9 due up for Walnut Creek. Evan Merz, Ethan Liao, Nikhil Beasley. Merz had a fantastic day yesterday. 4 for 5, a pair of doubles, a pair of runs batted in. Hits from the left side. Up to 313 on his summer. No home runs, 10 batted in. First pitch to him. Hit well towards the left side, but sinking towards the corner and foul, 0-1. Evan Merz, every time I see him on the field, just looks like Ryan Ellis.
He's a clone, a dupe.
Yeah. It's the crouched over stance from the left side. Doppelganger. No balls and a strike to the left-handed hitter. The pitch. Line drive. Leaping is the second baseman, and Ethan Rohn snags it in midair. Kind of a soft liner.
Yeah, kind of caught it off the end of the bat, not hit hard. But nice job by Rohn backing up on that thing, leaping up, make a play.
That'll bring up Ethan Liao, the right fielder, who also had a great day yesterday. 3 for 4, double, homer, 3 RBI. Up to 367 on the year, a home run, 5 batted in. Hits from the right side, readjusts his batting helmet. First pitch. Try to go on the front door with a slider, missed up high, 1-0.
First pitch ball.
Wow.
From Will Ellis.
Yeah. 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. Now 2 1/3, 1-0. Down and away, 2-0. Still no walks, just 1 walk between the 2 pitchers. I think we can still pretty easily say it's been a pitcher's duel.
Yeah.
The 2-0. High with the fastball, 3-0.
Yeah, the score rarely tells the whole story of the game. Bird, I think, has been really good. A couple of weak base hits. Could have been outs. Tough luck.
The 3-0. Ball 4.
Take it.
Not close.
Absolutely take it. 7 up, 7 down for Will Ellis and a 1-out walk. Needs something to get going. Needs something to get going for Nikhil Beasley as well.
Beasley 0 for 11 this summer. Went 0 for 2 with a run batted in his last game.
99 for the Dads, the catcher, number 37, Nikhil Beasley.
Beasley hits from the right side. Tall right-handed hitter, stands about 6'4". First pitch. On the inside with the fastball. Ellis finds the zone again, 0-1.
It's just nicely located. 89 in on the hands. Just touching the black. Nice pitch.
No balls and a strike. Ellis just above the belt. 0-1. Popped up right side. That'll go foul. 0-2. So Beasley will readjust. Has struggled with the strikeout this summer. Behind in the count, 0-2. The 0-2. Tapped left side and through the left side. Base knock, Nikhil Beasley. Not hit all that hard, but a knock is a knock is a knock is a knock, and that's the first of the summer for the Crawdad catcher.
Line drive in the scorebook. You'll take it, extend the inning with 2 strikes down in the count. No, nothing in 2. You take that every time.
And that we were talking about Nico Button, the Crawdads catcher last year. That's something he was awesome at last summer. With 2 strikes, you knew he was going to put the ball in play. Make them make a play.
That's what, good hitters do.
Here is Casey Cummings, struck out, looking in his first at-bat. 0 for 1. Ellis steps off, fakes a move back to second. Liao on second, Beasley on first. Cummings at the dish. Right-handed hitter with power. First pitch to Cummings from Ellis. Swing and a miss over the top of a slider. 0-1. Crawdads trail by 3 here in the third. On their home turf on Father's Day. Looking to go over 500 in league play. 0-1. High with the slider, 1-1. This is a Crawdad team that traditionally kind of struggles at the start of conference play. Last year opened their season 2-3 in conference play. Back in 2021, opened 3-9. The 1-1 to Cummings. Grounded to the left side, through the left side, into left for a base knock. Liao will be held up at third as the Crawdads go station to station. A walk and 2 knocks. The Crawdads have the bases loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, nice job there. Put the ball in play for Casey Cummings. It was the slider. It was hung. And got just enough barrel on it to sneak it past the diving Kai Holm into left field for a base knock.
That'll bring up Cam Calvillo. 0 for 1. Tapped a bunt back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Calvillo has been terrific this summer. .370 average, no home runs, 5 batted in, maybe the hottest hitter on the planet. Went 1 for 3 with a pair of walks and a steal yesterday. Open stance from the right side. First pitch, Calvillo lines it straight back, 0-1. 3-0 Crawdads trail. The corners are in for the Seagulls. Sundar at third, Brewer at first. The middle infield back, looking to turn a pair. The outfield pretty shallow for San Francisco. Ellis from the stretch, 0-1. Popped up right side. Over is Brewer, the first baseman, by the Crawdads dugout. Has enough space to make the catch for an unproductive out number 2.
Yeah, that's brutal. Foul outs are brutal. I like Calvillo, though, staying aggressive, trying to stay hot. Just a little bit late on hanging off-speed pitch.
That'll bring up Cole Kosciuszko, the first baseman. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat. But has been the Seagull killer this year. 4 for 10, a double, a triple, a homer. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Crawdads threatening in the third. First pitch, Kosciuszko swings over a changeup, 0-1. Nearly hit for the cycle. The last time these two teams played, it would have been 3 straight seasons that the Crawdads had a cycle. Coleman Schmidt back in 22, Ryan Brome in 23. 0-1, swing and a miss on a slider, down and in, 0-2. One of the things Kosciuszko's been best at is just putting the bat on the ball. He's got natural strength to the opposite side, and there's a big hole out in left center field where he likes to hit it. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Ellis looking to strand the bases loaded with his team leading 3-0 here in the third. From the stretch, the 0-2. Outside ball 1. (3-0) Seagulls lead after a 3-hit top of the third inning. 3-hit, 3-run top of the third. Crawdads with back-to-back 1-out singles after a walk. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Kosciuszko taps it slowly right side. First baseman Brewer to his right, runs to the bag, and retires Kosciuszko by a step to end the inning. Crawdads threaten, have the bases loaded with 1 out and the 2-3 spots up, but cannot score. When we come back in the top of the 4th, Carson Mercier on play-by-play.
3-0 Crawdads trail as we enter the top of the 4th inning at Monte Vista High School. Seagulls coming to bat with 7, 8, and 9 coming to the dish. Jackson Bird on the hill. First pitch from the lefty as he rocks and fires. This is inside with the fastball, and it's 1-0. Jackson Bird already 6 strikeouts. He's been really, really good. That last inning gave up the 3 runs, all earned, but not a lot of hard hit contact. This one on the ground, a couple of hops for Ben Royo. He gloves it, gobbles, goes to first, and retires Kai home for the first out in the 4th inning.
You absolutely take that if you're Jackson Bird. Just a dribbler to the shortstop. And Royo, who struggled a little bit with the glove recently, just trying to get into his rhythm, takes his time, is able to fire across the field and get out number 1.
So now the number 8 man in the lineup, right fielder Logan Stelling. Singled back in the 3rd inning. Came around to score the first of 3 runs in the 3rd inning as he watches changeup called strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Stelling from the right side has really struggled to start his season and takes low down below the zone, ball and a strike. 1 for 15 to start the season for the Seagulls. It's been a struggle.
Doubled his batting average in his bat.
1-1 pitch. Fly ball right center field. Casey Cummings giving chase into the right center alleyway. He's got it 2 up, 2 down to start the 4th for Jackson Bird.
You take that too if you're Jackson Bird. The strikeouts, you know, I say they haven't been there the last couple batters, but 6 strikeouts through 4 innings is nothing to gawk at, or nothing to be upset at by any means, I should say. And Jackson Bird doing his thing, getting quick outs.
So now Shane Stanley, number 9 man, first pitch swinging, and he fouls it back beyond home plate, 0-1. Snapped an 0 for 9 streak to start the summer, and his last at bat, singled, came around to score. 3-0 Crawdads trail, top of the 4th inning at Monte Vista High School. 0-1 from Bird on the corner of the zone with the changeup, and it's 0-2. Bird looking for a bounce back, 1-2-3, top of the 4th inning. Gets a sign, rocks, and fires. Down low, no check swing. Stanley just barely got the bat off his shoulder, and the count's 1-2.
Both of the last 2 guys in the order, Stelling and Stanley, the 2 guys that have really struggled the most for the Seagulls, got their first knocks in the last inning.
1-2 pitch, slider, hit on the ground. Calvillo's got it. He goes to first, and the inning is over. A nice and easy 1-2-3 bounce back inning from Jackson Bird. Crawdads coming up in the 4th, looking to cut into the 3-0 deficit here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network.
Thanks a lot.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Crawdads come to bat against the San Francisco Seagulls.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th.
3-0 Seagulls leading with 4, 5, and 6 coming up in the Crawdads order. Will Ellis, the right-hander, still on the mound. He's given the Seagulls 3 strong to start the afternoon. First pitch slider to Nico Azpilicueta misses down below the zone, and it's 1-0. Was really able to dance out of some trouble back in the 3rd inning. Had the bases loaded, just 1 out. Escaped it without allowing a run. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1.
Some action in the Crawdads bullpen now. It looks like there's a lefty up and kind of tossing.
1-1 pitch from Ellis. Fastball catches the corner on the inner 3rd, and quickly it's 1-2.
I believe we'll get to see the debut of Nick Bronzini today.
Nick Bronzini, yes, he's here. I think he was here yesterday.
He was. He's pretty hard to miss.
Yeah. 1-2 to Azpilicueta. Fastball taken just a little bit down below the zone. The catcher, Shane Stanley, was up and out of his crouch ready to throw down to 3rd base, but...
And I think funnier than that, Nico Azpilicueta was about a step towards the first base dugout.
Trackman said it was on the black. 2-2 pitch. Down low with the slider, and it's 3-2.
You know, just like we switch who's doing play-by-play in color every 3 innings, I think Ron Mosso might switch if it's a big or a small zone every 3 innings. Zone is shifted.
3-2, fouled back. Do it again. It's pulsing. Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese. Nick Bronzini is impossible to miss, by the way.
Yeah, big guy.
Unit, big stash.
Was he wearing glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Payoff pitch one more time. Slider, swing and a miss. Down below the zone with the slider. Strikeout number 5 for Will Ellis. It's the 2nd time Azpilicueta has gone down swinging today.
Nick Bronzini kind of looks like a middle reliever from like a movie, right? Like from like an '80s baseball movie. Like he could have been like Little Big League.
Never seen it.
You haven't seen Little Big League?
Never seen it.
Greatest movie of all time.
Wouldn't know. Here's Aiden Camberg. Crawdad left fielder takes outside, ball 1.
It's about a kid who becomes the manager of the Minnesota Twins. Oh yeah. Was my favorite movie when I was younger.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. 1-0. Fastball and a strike, 1-1. I think thinking back to childhood baseball memories in terms of movies. What is it? Rookie of the Year.
Good one.
Yeah, I think that's the one that sticks out most. 1-1. Off the outside by a good margin, but called a strike. 1-2.
And we've let Jackson Bird use Henry Rowengartner from Little Big League in the name game, or from Rookie of the Year.
Yep. 1-2 pitch. Taken, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Will Ellis, and there's 2 gone in the 4th.
I mean, he's just rolling. It was a couple dribblers that got through the infield, and then the Crawdads were unable to capitalize back in the 3rd. But here in the 4th, he's gotten back to his punch-out ways.
Jackson Bird and Will Ellis are really matching each other, pitch for pitch, both with 6 strikeouts. And Ellis still has a batter to go here in the 4th inning, as Royo takes a strike on the fastball right down the middle. 0-1. Royo was the 4th strikeout victim for Ellis back in the 2nd inning. Royo desperately looking to get something going here. So he takes another fastball, this one a little bit lower and a little bit more inside, 1-1.
This is kind of, I mean, this is what the league has kind of come to expect from Seagulls starting pitching this year.
1-1. Down the middle, 1-2.
3.71 ERA from Seagull starters this summer. It's good. Crawdad starting pitching's been really good as well. 3.73 ERA. These are pretty much 2 equal starting staffs.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ellis looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Fastball misses not by much, and it's 2-2. Infield, outfield, relatively straight up as the center fielder moves back into straightaway. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Will Ellis strikes out the side in the 4th. He's up to 7. We'll go to the 5th. 3-0 Seagulls leading over the Crawdads here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Top of the order for the top of the 5th inning. Walnut Creek Crawdads trail the San Francisco Seagulls at home 3-0 the score. It'll be Josh Algerin, Jacob Brewer, and Ethan Roan to face Jackson Bird, who's been really, really solid so far in his outing. Had the 3 runs come home in the 3rd, but I mean, other than that, 6 strikeouts out of 1, 2, 3 in the 1st and the 4th. 1-0 outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Aldrin struck out twice so far today. Once swinging, once looking. Bird rocks from the top of the mound and the 2-0 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground left side past Azpilicueta, but on the far side of the third base bag, so a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. Crawdads, black hats, white pants with black pinstripes, craw across the chest in red with their gray jerseys. San Francisco Seagulls, blue tops, black numbers, white pants. Seagulls across the chest in script, and it looks like Aldrin needs a new twig. Broke his bat on that last foul ball.
Ouch bat.
Firewood.
Firewood. Firestone.
Firestone. Goat.
Goat. Goda. Me.
Okay. 2 balls, a strike. Bird fires. Curveball called strike 2. That pitch has been really, really good today and had a lot of same results as that one. Kind of just has lefties bailing out of the box, trying to get out of the way of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is home. Curveball popped up high out of the hand, and the count will go full.
Bird's only walked 1 so far. He's been really good. Only 2 in this summer. When you take a 16-2 strikeout to walk ratio, 7 days a week.
Payoff pitch to the leadoff man. Check swing on a slider outside. Appeal down to third. No go. And a leadoff walk for Josh Aldrin.
I like the pitch. You know, we talk about how his breaker can have one that's a little more sweepy, one that's a little more loopy. That one more sweepy off the outside didn't get the chase.
So Jacob Brewer now with a man on first base. Nobody out, top of the 5th inning. Brewer 1 of 2 today. Singled and scored a run. Also has got an RBI as he taps this one foul into the Seagull dugout. 0-1. Seen Bird up to 91 miles an hour. Spin around 86 to 87. A 1 runner goes. Pitch is hit on the ground through the vacated right side and into right, a base hit. Aldrin headed for third. He will get there. And runners on the corners. Nobody out. And the number 3 man, Ethan Roan, coming up.
And that's just that's the kind of hit and run that makes you kind of groan if you're a Crawdads fan. Right through where Cam Calvillo had started the play.
Perfectly executed. Tip your cap.
Second baseman, Ethan Roan.
So Ethan Roan, the second baseman, 0 for 2 today, but an RBI on his 5-3 ground out in the 3rd inning. Bird will throw over to first, but Brewer back diving. Seagulls looking to add on to their 3-0 lead. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch, lined into center field. Casey Cummings is right there, makes the catch. Here comes the throw. Aldrin tagging from the plate. The throw is just not in time. Aldrin no slide into home plate. It was a pretty perfect throw from Casey Cummings, but the tag just not in time.
To be honest, I think you take that if you're the Crawdads. You had a suspicion that that runner from third was going to get home. Ball hit relatively hard, but right at Casey Cummings, makes a good throw. Can't double him off.
Crawdads actually went to appeal that. But the home plate umpire, Ron Masso, just signaled safe. So it'll stand now 4-0 Seagulls in the 5th. Josh Hansen from the right side, who's already doubled in this game, will have to wait for the first pitch as Bird throws over, but Brewer back sliding into first base.
Looks like it will be Nick Bronzini, the first out of the bullpen.
Bird sets the belt, comes home and misses up and away with the fastball 1-0.
Did JJ said he got a hit off Nick Bronzini yesterday? Put a ball in play against Nick Bronzini. So
1-0. Popped up on the infield. It's Bird calling for it in foul ground. He's able to make the catch for the second out. Jackson Bird doing it himself. He was the most vocal on his way in. I don't think the catcher, Nikhil Beasley, ever saw it, and Nico Azpilicueta, the third baseman, got a late break.
I mean, he's an outfielder, right? Jackson Bird.
He is.
Two-way guy.
He's an athlete.
Yeah. Cornhole legend.
Cornhole legend. He's solid.
Yeah.
Good player.
Wasn't, I think, as good as you or I thought he was going to be, especially at the start.
We saw him in his warm-ups, and he's just on the board,
Right.
in the hole. Like, it was generational.
Right. Struggled during the game. He was okay.
He said he's on the right side. He has to be on the left side. That was his excuse.
It's like a 77 overall.
Runner goes off first. Pitch is swung on and missed. Here's the throw to second. The tag. Not in time. Shortstop Royo dropped the ball. Would have been in time. Instead, it's a stolen base for Jacob Brewer.
Feel bad for Nikhil Beasley. That was his best throw of the summer. Right on the bag, right where Royo was being led to. Just dropped the ball.
Pitch was swung on and missed, so it's strike one on Pravnar Sundar as he taps this one slowly to Calvillo at second. He'll go to first and retire the side. Seagulls get a run on one hit, a walk. They leave a man on second base. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-0 Seagulls on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. We're midway through at Monte Vista High School. 4-0, San Francisco leading over the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Crawdads will have Evan Mers, Ethan Liao, Nikhil Beasley on to face Will Ellis. Who's Will Lewis, and why do I keep trying to say
You're thinking
Will
of Will Levis.
Levis, yeah. Swing and a miss from Mers, and it's 0-1. That's brutal.
Which, to be honest, I'm surprised you know who that is. I think it's because you used him at quarterback in the Madden franchise that I was playing the other day.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
So Will Ellis comes home with the 0-1. This one poked into right field, right in front of Logan Stelling, and a leadoff base knock for Evan Mers, who continues to swing a hot shillelagh, a leadoff single in the fifth.
Yeah, have yourself a little, week or so of baseball. 2 days, really, because he struggled a little bit in SoCal, but like we say, right, sometimes you need one to go your way, and in his last at-bat in SoCal, hit a little tapper. He was able to beat it out, got an RBI, and then had 4 hits yesterday. Has hit, a couple balls that could have been hits today. Keep it going. First leadoff hitter the Crawdads have had on today.
Going to need to try and take advantage of it here with Ethan Liao. First pitch swinging, but right back into the net, and it's 0-1. Liao walked, came around to third, back in the third, but was left stranded there. Crawdads had the bases loaded. Just 1 out. Cam Calvillo would pop up, and Cole Kosciuszko would ground out to first. It would leave the bases loaded. No balls, a strike. Ellis home, and a slider misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was really the best scoring opportunity for the Crawdads so far today. But the leadoff single from Mers may be a start of a new scoring opportunity. 1-1 pitch. Fastball looped into right. Stelling started back, now comes in a few steps. He'll make the catch as Mers retreats to first base. 1 gone in the fifth.
Got to get something here for the Crawdads. Can't let the Seagulls take more than a 4-0 lead. I feel like you got to get some momentum back on your side, especially after, Bird had a pretty good start.
I'd say it's a lot better than the 5 innings, 4 runs. But yeah, going to need some help here. Try and battle out of this 4-run deficit now. Nikhil Beasley from the number 9 spot in the Dads lineup. Takes strike 1 on the slider. And it's 0-1. Nikhil Beasley came in 0 for 11. Just 2 RBIs in this game, or coming into this game, but singled in the third, his first hit of the summer. 0-1. Curveball kind of backed up on Will Ellis, and it's 1-1.
Ellis has faced 18 Crawdads now, 15 first pitch strikes.
It's pretty good.
That'll play.
Yeah. Ball and a strike comes set, hands separated from his chest as the 1-1. Little late swing from Beasley. Gets a piece, fouls it back, and it's 1-2. Not quite. I mean, actually, it's matching Andrew Parker.
It's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to do better than that.
I mean, it's, what, 84% first pitch strikes?
Live ahead.
Yeah.
Good things happen. Good things have happened. 1-2. Hit slowly on the ground, but outside the third base bag, and a foul ball.
Head coach Brant Cummings drops the baseball.
Do you think he's embarrassed?
I would be.
I don't think he thinks about it.
No. Not his best showing. I think he's thinking about how his team's down 4-0 right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Ellis set on the mound. He'll come home to Beasley, and a swing and a miss down low. Snap throw down to first, and just getting in head first is Evan Mers. But a strikeout swinging for Nikhil Beasley. It's the 8th strikeout for Will Ellis, and there's 2 gone in the 5th.
8 punches against the Crawdads is kind of crazy, but that's been the theme of the year for both of these squads. San Francisco averages 8 strikeouts per 9 innings on the season. They average 9 against the Crawdads. The Crawdads offensively strike out under 20% of the time. They're up around 24% of the time this year when they face the Seagulls.
So top of the order, Casey Cummings will take a ball in the dirt. Mers taking off for second to throw in time to get him. Evan Mers tries advancing to second on the ball in dirt. A really nice play from Shane Stanley to block it, pick himself up, throw to first. The tag applied by Ethan Rohn to end the inning. 4-0 after 5. We'll go to the 6th here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Crawdads with a new pitcher to start the 6th inning. It's Nick Bronzini on to make his Crawdad and summer debut. He relieves Jackson Bird, who was really, really good. 5 innings, line doesn't do great things for Jackson, but it was good. 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, couple of walks, 6 strikeouts. Bronzini comes in with the Crawdads trailing 4-0, trying to keep the score right where it is with Logan Hart, Kai Holm, and Logan Stelling coming up. Lefty-lefty to start the inning, and a first pitch slider is fouled back into the net. 0-1 for Logan Hart, who's 0 for 2. 4 2/3 innings for Bronzini at LSU in the spring. Appeared in 6 games, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 Ks. A lot of base traffic. 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. But I think everyone in the Crawdad dugout pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean this is about the biggest pedigree that any Crawdad has had since I've been here.
1-1. Slider misses low.
Number 2 pitcher in the state of California back in 2022. Number 2 lefty, I should say. But that's pretty good.
It's a good title to have.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch. On the corner, on the inside for a strike with the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Almost looked like,
I was going to say, did that have cut?
It looks like it has some good cut action to it. Moving away from the left-handed hitter. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bronzini home, and a slider hit Hart in the, looked like the calf. He'll have first base.
So Bronzini gets to a 2-2 count, kind of knocks him in the back of the leg. Tried to go, looked like slider maybe. Didn't slide a ton.
So now the shortstop, Kai Holm. Holm also 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to his shortstop counterpart. The man on first, nobody out, top of the 6th inning, 4-0. San Francisco Seagulls in front of the Walnut Creek Crawdads as time is called at home plate. Looked like Holm had his hand up. Just giving Hart some more time off first base. Got him in an awkward spot down by the ankle, maybe the calf, some part of his leg. Center field, and Bronzini will come home and miss high. 1-0. So not a whole lot of velocity from Nick Bronzini, but good movement on the fastball. Looks like he's got cut action to it.
Yeah, he's never been a huge velo guy.
1-0. Hit on the ground outside of third, 1-1.
No, he'll always be kind of like Jackson Bird, 87 to 89. Touch a 9 every now and then, but good stuff. Struggled a little bit in the Texas Collegiate League last summer. Had an ERA over 13. 16 guys per 9.
Stuff good.
Yeah.
Issues some walks. 1-1. Popped up into shallow right. Liao started way back. Now he comes in and he won't get it. A base knock for Kai Holm. And moving up 90 feet is Logan Hart.
Can't tell if that was a wind ball or if that was just a bad read, but Liao can't make the play. It's a play that's got to be made. Soft contact. Just a little dink knock.
So now Beasley going to go out, have a word with Bronzini, who issued the hit by pitch, now a weak single, has runners on first and second, nobody out, top of the 6th with Logan Stelling coming up. Stelling 1 of 2, singled and scored in the 3rd, flew out to center in the 4th. Bronzini comes set, holds his hands to his waist. Stares down the runner on second, now comes home. Fastball is hit into shallow right center field. Cummings charging hard. It's going to drop right in front of him. Liao cuts it off, and station to station they go. The bases are loaded after back-to-back singles, and Shane Stanley's coming up.
And that's just brutal.
Really brutal. That one just hit 67 miles an hour off the bat. Not sure what the expected batting average on it would be, but
survey says low.
Yeah. So nobody out, bases loaded. Top of the 6th inning, and the number 9 man, Shane Stanley. 1 of 2 on the day with a single back in the 3rd inning. Just poked one through the left side of the infield. Lefty on righty matchup. Bronzini comes home and misses down low. 1-0. Seagulls got 3 in the 3rd inning, 1 in the 5th inning, and certainly threatening here on the 6th. Bronzini gets a sign and comes set. From the stretch, he works. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. Beasley barely able to snag it. And it's 2-0. Crawdads will have the corners in. Asbilqueta and Kosciuszko playing on the cut of the grass, with the middle, Calvillo and Royo playing double play depth. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch home, down the middle, and a called strike. 2 balls and a strike now on Shane Stanley, the right-handed hitting catcher.
You can see the vision. The stuff is there. I mean, 2 very weakly hit knocks.
2 balls, 1 strike. Stanley looking for a double play ball. Here's the pitch home. Slider, swing and a miss. Now, brings a strikeout into conversation. He'd certainly take that.
Definitely top of the lineup. Specifically, Algarin has struggled today.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Stanley peers home, gets a sign, comes set. Takes a deep breath. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, the first strikeout for Nick Bronzini on the summer. It's a huge out, number 1, with the top of the lineup coming up.
Yeah, because now you can play for the ground ball. Middle infield can go double play depth. The corners can still cut off the run at home. But Algarin, again, has punched out twice today. Should have been a third time. Took a strike right down the middle that wasn't called as such. But Bronzini can try to escape this one. Still scoreless.
Algarin's 0 for 2. Like you mentioned, a couple of strikeouts in the walk and a run scored. Bases still loaded, corners still in. Lefty, lefty, and a swing and a miss. A huge cut from Algarin. It's 0-1.
Do you remember the center fielder for the Kings last year, Tanner Griffith?
The name is familiar, yeah.
Kind of had that kind of swing.
Yeah.
Just massive cuts.
If he got a piece, it could have gone
Mashed, too.
No balls
Like this year at St. Mary's. Sorry.
No balls a strike. Bronzini home, popped up foul, and 0-2.
Stuff is there. He'll take a second strikeout here and then can kind of do whatever he wants.
Bases are loaded. A hit by pitch, a couple of singles, weakly hit to load them. Then the strikeout now in an 0-2 count is Bronzini. He comes set, stares home. Long hold in the 0-2. Take in. Nice. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 88 miles an hour and dotted up. Back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 gone in the inning.
Perfect spot on the outside from Bronzini right there. The zone has been expanded, especially to the outer corner, to both sides of the plate. Bronzini took advantage of that, plants it.
So now, after the bases were loaded with nobody out, there's now 2 gone, and Jacob Brewer comes up. Brewer's got a couple of base hits and a K today as he watches ball 1 miss just a little bit low. Looks like a pretty good spot with the fastball. Bronzini trying to leave the bases loaded and keep the score right where it is. 4-0 Seagulls as they threaten. 1-0 pitch. Called strike 1, just off the outer corner.
How far off?
A good about. 5 balls off the plate.
Yeah, not great, Bob.
Bronzini will take it. The count goes to 1-1. Deep breath. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, top of the zone with the fastball. And now Nick Bronzini just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hart off third, Holm off second, and Stelling off first. Bronzini a moment to himself off the back of the mound. Now he steps on the first base side of the rubber. Gets a sign from Nikhil Beasley, comes set. Deep breath. 1-2 pitch on the way. Taken for strike 3. Seagulls had the bases loaded, nobody out. Nick Bronzini strikes out the side and a run. Does not come home to score. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-0 Seagulls lead on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Top of the order for the Dads in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-0. They trail Casey Cummings, Cam Calvillo, Cole Kosciuszko, and a new pitcher on the mound for the San Francisco Seagulls. It's a left-hander, Jackson Moore. He comes home with the first pitch of the inning. A 70-mile-an-hour fastball.
Fastball?
For a strike, and it's 0-1. JJ, our data analytics, he's confused. No one knows. Slider misses outside, and it's 1-1. A really interesting delivery for Jackson Moore. Almost has his body way out in front of his arm and kind of just flips his arm up. Really tough to describe as the 1-1 floats high and 2 balls and a strike. He's been okay this summer, 4 1/3 inning pitched. This is his 3rd appearance. 4 strikeouts. Walks have been a problem. He's got 5, 4 hits allowed 2, but ERA, of course, just 4.15. As this one by Casey Cummings is poked into left field, not too deep. Hansen started way back, now comes in front of the track, makes the catch for the first out of the 6th.
Just the end of the bat from Casey Cummings.
Gotta change it, right?
I'm not sure if it was a fastball, a changeup, but it was 69 miles an hour.
Wow.
Out of the hand of Jackson Moore. And we're saying fastball.
Second baseman Cameron.
He hasn't pitched in 3 years at Northwestern College. Not that Northwestern. The other Northwestern.
There's 2.
There's 3, actually, I learned.
There's Calvillo takes a ball.
He goes to the University of Northwestern Eagles.
And, yeah, where?
Hold on.
Ball, no strikes to Calvillo. Moore comes home. 70-mile-an-hour fastball misses outside. No, it's called a strike. But this one probably 7 balls outside.
Minneapolis and St. Paul, both of them.
1-1. 71. Catches the corner, and it's 1-2.
Smoke.
This has got to be an adjustment. Will Ellis was up to
sitting
92.
yeah, I was going to say.
Sitting upper 80s. Now from the left side, low 70s. As the 1-2 up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, lefties get outs.
Those strikes get outs.
Yeah.
Crawdads trailing 4-0, bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 from Moore. Fastball lined right at the 3rd baseman, Pranav Sundar, and there's 2 gone.
2 balls hit relatively hard by the Crawdads.
And a little bit out in front. That was a fastball. 70 miles an hour. I guess it'd probably be pretty easy to be out in front on that.
First baseman
2 up and 2 down. Now for Cole Kosciuszko. The first baseman's 0 for 2. Struck out to end the 1st inning and grounded out to first with the bases loaded. In an inning in which the Crawdads did not score. Lefty, big looping curveball misses high, and it's 1-0. 63 miles an hour on the curveball. The CCL will show you some things that you've just never seen. As the 1-0 is called a strike. A little bit below the zone, but it evens the count.
It's like there's a righty warming up in the Crawdads bullpen. I believe Cal Johnson.
1-1 pitch. Another big curveball. Kind of has Kosciuszko standing up straight, but it misses high. 2 balls and a strike.
Talking about Nick Bronzini, the kind of the plan for him is to build his way up.
2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike.
Where he didn't pitch much at LSU this year, didn't pitch at all last year, and so he's going to build his way up, 25 pitches, and then throw 40, and then by the end of the summer he wants to be a real starter.
3-1. Kind of hit on the hands, but into left field, and Kosciuszko's got himself a 2-out single in the 6th. Stay hot.
Yeah. Knocks are knocks. Didn't hit it all that hard, but hit it kind of in the perfect place.
So now Nico Azpilicueta with 2 outs and a man on.
Third baseman Nico Azpilicueta.
A couple of strikeouts, both swinging, once in the 2nd, once in the 4th for the big 3rd baseman. Moore stares the man down at first, now comes home and misses high with the fastball. It's 1-0. Nico got out to a really scorching start. Since, I don't know, past week and a half or so, he's cooled off a bit. No extra base hits since June 6th as the 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The power kind of been erased from his bat. He's still gotten on base. Average still about 350. but the extra base power that we saw just hasn't been there. Had 3 in the first 3 games. As the 2-0 misses high, and it's 3-0.
I think it says something that as soon as Moore got to the bump to start the inning, the Seagulls already had someone warming up. And that's not a knock on him, but a guy that hasn't thrown in a collegiate game in 3 years, like the stamina just isn't going to be there.
And the pitching coach for the Seagulls is out on the top of the mound to talk to him.
It's a time for good time for a look.
Go for it.
Let's look around the CCL is brought to you by
American Stage Tours.
Small enough to care, large enough to compete. 2 games going on. One out in Valley College, out in Ventura County, but no score. There's no game live, so we don't know. But San Diego and Ventura County playing right now. Santa Barbara against the Academy in the Youth Academy. Academy's going to be good this year. They're down 2-1, but against a really good Santa Barbara team. 2 games going on later. Menlo Park and Alameda will play at Laney College. Slow and Sonoma will face off at Arnold Field tonight. I can wait to go there.
Our broadcasts last year were a lot of fun out in left field.
The ones in left were really fun.
3-0 to Azpilicueta. Called a strike at the knees. 3-1. It was like the Don and Mud beach chair game out in right center at Petco Park. 3-1. I don't know. I guess it's a ball.
Oh, really?
Home plate umpire Ron Masso kind of had his arm up like he was going to call strike 3, or strike 2 rather.
He rickrolled us.
And yeah. Yeah. I mean, TrackMan says it was a strike, but I think it was
Left fielder
slow and
Hamburg.
kind of just gravity ball up to home plate. Here's Camberg. He'll take a ball high, 1-0. Camberg 0 for 2 after going 1 for 1 yesterday in his Crawdad debut as a pinch hitter. Lefty squats down low and smacks this one out to deep right center field. Stelling going back. He's going to watch it to the wall. 1 run is going to come home to score. Camberg's into second. Azpilicueta held up at third, but an RBI double for Aiden Camberg, and the Crawdads are on the board in the 6th.
Dads needed that swing. Welcome, Aiden Camberg. Just pounds the ball to right center, goes up and gets a fastball up high. It's a good look.
Just won a free ice cream from Meadowlark Dairy.
So now Ben Royo
The end of the inning.
gonna have to wait, as it looks like the Seagulls are going to a new arm. But Crawdads have runners on second and third with 2 outs in the inning, a run already home. We'll take a break through the pitching change and be right back. You're listening to Crawdads Baseball here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. 4-1 in the 6th inning. Crawdads still threatening. San Francisco going to a new pitcher, their second of the inning. It's Jackson Moore getting relieved by Nick Balch. Balch will have Ben Arroyo with men on second and third. 2 outs in the inning and a run home. Righty on righty matchup now. Balch comes set from the stretch. First pitch fastball high and tight. Has Arroyo diving out of the way, and it's 1-0. So the tying run at the plate for the Crawdads, who trail 4-1.
And we saw this story before with Ben Arroyo at the dish.
1-0.
Nice.
High and tight again. This time brushing Arroyo even further off, and it's 2-0. Yeah, that was back in the conference opener at Chabot College against the Sonoma Stompers in the first inning. 3-run homer to tie the game at 4.
Who says no?
Why not?
Make it the replay.
2-0. Down low. And it's 3-0. So Jackson Moore gets 2 outs, gives up 1 run for now, and is responsible for Azpilicueta, who leads off third, and Aiden Camberg, who leads off second. 3-0 to Ben Arroyo. Inside, that's ball 4. 4-pitch walk on the first batter that Nick Balch faces. Bases are loaded for the Dads, and Evan Mers is coming up.
Nick Balch has been pretty relied upon this summer for San Francisco. He's thrown 5 2/3 innings over his 2 games. One of them a start. He struggled in the start, gave up 5 runs in 2 2/3 innings, but had a great game in game 1. Went 3 shutout against Sonoma.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. Crawdads looking to eat into the deficit. First pitch from Balch gets away from the catcher. This will score a run. Azpilicueta coming home. He has scored. Everyone else up 90 feet, and the Crawdads cut it to 4-2.
You take it. Need it. 1 run there is good. 2 runs there is better. How about 3 or 4? How about more? Like Jackson? Jackson Moore? No?
No.
Didn't land?
No. Good try, though.
Thanks, pal.
So now 2 runs home in the inning. 2 runners in scoring position. 1-0 count for Evan Mers. Fastball on the outer corner. Called a strike, and it's 1-1. So Will Ellis, the starter for the Seagulls, was really, really solid. Relief pitching has been a little bit shaky, trying to work its way through the 6th inning. Check swing on the 1-1 pitch, and appeal down
Wow.
to second base. And
You
Zach
sure?
Keene, and it's 1-2.
Uh-huh.
Gonna say he went around. So ball and 2 strikes. Murray's gonna try and battle with 2. And he pokes this one on the ground to the shortstop Holm, but it's the third baseman Sundar that cuts it off. His throw to first is in time, but the first baseman Brewer can't hold on, and a run will score. Call it an E5 as Evan Mers able to reach first and extend the inning.
And that's why you hustle, right? Make a play. It was the theme for the Crawdads in the SoCal trip. When teams struggled defensively against them, Evan Mers on 2 strikes, had to protect, puts the ball in play, makes something happen. And the Crawdads, it's just a 1-run game.
Now Ethan Liao. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. And a fastball misses up and in, 1-0. We saw Will Ellis, upper 80s, up to 92. Then Jackson Moore came in. His fastball just 70 miles an hour. Nick Balch, we've seen it low 80s. As this one's popped up over our heads.
It really did almost just kill Sophie.
Yeah, that was really, I was kind of scared. We were in shock. We didn't know what to do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. The tying run on third base. Balch comes set. Here's the pitch home. Fastball called a strike. Now Ethan Liao going to have to battle with 2 strikes. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right in the 5th and walked in the 3rd. Balch trying to escape and limit the damage as this one pops up out of his hand, and it's 2-2. Kind of missed over the head of Ethan Liao. Evens the count. Crawdads put up a 3 spot here in this inning, looking to make it 4. Tying run 90 feet away and another man on first. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Fastball misses high and the count's full.
Not taking that pitch again if I'm Ethan Liao.
Runner on first, Evan Mers will get a head start with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Balch set, the pitch, swing and a miss. Nick Balch able to strike out Ethan Liao and put an end to the 6th inning, but the damage has been done. Crawdads scored 3 times on a couple of hits and trail 4-3 as we go to the 7th inning. You're listening to Crawdad Baseball here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network.
Ethan Roan.
Final 3 frames from Monte Vista High School. 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the Seagulls lineup with the new pitcher for the Crawdads. It's Daniel Velichko.
Righty from Chabot. Had a good year there. Struggled a little bit with the Crawdads, especially with the walk.
First pitch of the inning to Ethan Roan. Fastball high, 1-0.
Fastball pops. Got some good breakers. Good stuff.
Stuff is there.
Yep.
Consistency overall has not quite been there, but you definitely see it as the 1-0 almost looked like Beasley got crossed up. The fastball misses high, 2-0. 4-3 the score as we go to the 7th inning. Seagulls, 3 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. Crawdads scored all 3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0, check swing and a foul ball behind home plate. That was the definition of a sword right there from Ethan Roan. Kind of stopped halfway through and just barely got a piece of it. 2-1 from Velichko. Misses outside, 3-1. So struggling to find consistency with that fastball early in this outing. 3 balls, a strike. Velichko working quickly. Fastball skied left field. Camber going back, still drifting. He's looking up. This one gonna go. Solo home run for Ethan Roan to lead off the 7th. It's his first of the summer, and the Seagulls lead 5-3.
First home run Crawdads pitching has given up this year.
Wow.
Just kept going.
Kind of kept going through the wind. I thought it had a chance to stay in, but Camberg kept drifting and drifting and drifting. Finally ran into the wall and left and ended up getting over the scoreboard. So now 5-3 the score, and Josh Hansen, the left fielder from the right side. Lichko delivers and misses down low, 1-0.
Kind of what happens when you fall behind 3-1. You know, it's a fastball count. Good hitter Roan sitting on the fastball. 3 runs batted in today.
This one's popped up right side. Liao's got a beat on it. Now charges a little harder, loses the hat, finds the rock, and there's one gone.
So get the out after the home run ball.
Take it.
Yeah. I mean, still just a 2-run game. Crawdads offense came alive a little bit. Was a little Mickey Mouse, but also so were the 3 runs back in the 3rd for
Third baseman Panab Sundar.
San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, Crawdads had 2 hits in the 6th.
Baseball's gonna baseball.
Able to score 3 runs. Got help from an error by the third baseman Pranav Sundar. As here he is, stands in and swings at sliders Strike one.
Nice pitch.
Yeah.
Like it. Haven't seen a first pitch breaker from Velichko.
From the first base side of the rubber. Peers over his glove, rocks and fires a fastball that's called a strike on the outer third, and it's 0-2.
Velichko's another guy that you see the vision completely. It's an easy, compact, repeatable motion. He's got good stuff. The strikeout numbers are there.
He works quick, and the 0-2 is the slider that misses down low.
Love a good quick pitch. Sundar was not ready for it.
Sundar holds his hand up, asking for time, as Velichko presses him for the next pitch. Now messing with his timing. 1-2 pitch lined back up the middle into center field. And a one-out base knock for Pranav Sundar.
I got to give it to the Seagull fans. They travel.
Yeah.
We can actually hear them.
Yeah, there's people here.
We're working on it.
So Logan Hart, center fielder. 0 for 2 today. A strikeout, a ground out. Got hit by a pitch back in the 6th inning. Velichko comes home. This one's flipped foul, and it's 0-1. It was Bronzini's 6th inning. He went just one, gave up 2 hits, loaded the bases, nobody out, then struck out the side. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Base hits in the inning, pretty weakly hit. Kind of bloopers. 0-1, misses down low. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, 1 run home in the 7th, 5-3. Seagulls leading over the Crawdads. Velichko home from the stretch. Fastball on the corner, called a strike, and it's 1-2. Nicely located there, just on the outside. Sundar takes his lead off first. Middle infield double play depth for the Dads. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is home. In the dirt, blocked by Beasley, able to keep it in front and keep the runner on first base, but the count goes to 2-2. Pretty sunny day in Danville, California. Wind blowing in from center field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Velichko home. Fastball, swing and a miss. Pushed it right past Logan Hart, and Daniel Velichko's got the 2nd out of the 7th, his first strikeout of the afternoon.
Challenge fastball up in the zone. Does exactly what it's supposed to. Keeps rising a little bit. Gets a swing and a miss.
Shortstop, Kai Home.
So now Kai Home, the shortstop, 1 of 3 on his day. Struck out looking in the 2nd, bounced out to short and singled. As this one gets away from Beasley, Sundar is going to push up into second base. And a passed ball for Beasley. Puts the man on second. Velichko going to get a new ball, step off the back of the mound, take a deep breath, a second to himself before he's back on the rubber. First base side comes set at the belt. Deep breath and he comes home, 1-0, down low in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes on the shortstop home. 5-3, Crawdads trailing. Velichko trying to keep the score where it is, trying to bear down after giving up the leadoff homer. Comes set, stares to third, now the plate. 2-0 pitch. Pulled it outside, 3-0. Command has not been there so far in this inning for Daniel Velichko. Fell behind to Ethan Rohn, the leadoff hitter. He hit the home run. Fell behind to Josh Hansen, but got him to pop out. 3-0 here. In there for a strike, and it's 3-1.
Same spot that he was in when he gave the home run to Ethan Rohn. Got to buckle down. Keep this at a 2-run game. You're feeling okay with the Crawdads offense in the back 2 innings. Back 3.
3-1. Fouled back into the net. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. From 3-0 to full. Velichko trying to strand the man on second. Home waves his bat over home plate. Velichko comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up behind home plate, working its way back into the field of play. Beasley loses his mask, catches the ball, and the inning is over. We've played 6.5 from Monte Vista High School. It's 5-3 the score. Time to stretch as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-3 Crawdads trailing as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 9-1-2. Nikhil Beasley, Casey Cummings, and Cam Calvillo. Still Nick Balch on the hill. Righty fires. Beasley swings over the top of a slider, and it's 0-1. A run in the top of the 7th for the Seagulls. The solo shot, Ethan Roan's first of the summer. Just to lead off the 7th inning. Got a man in scoring position after that, but Daniel Velichko able to bear down and get out of the inning as the 0-1 misses down low, and it's 1-1.
Some action already in the Seagulls bullpen. Can't quite tell who it is. So maybe 18, 16, Owen Gallegos.
1-1. Beasley misses inside. 2 balls, a strike.
18, Gallegos.
2-1. Inside. And Beasley caught trying to dance out of the way of that, and it's 3-1.
Crawdads would take a leadoff walk in a heartbeat, especially with the top of the order coming up.
Balch was able to get the final out of the last inning. Did allow a run to score, but it will go unearned. As the 3-1 drops in for a strike, and it's 3-2. Got an easy ground ball for Pranav Sundar, but throw was a little bit low to first. Jacob Brewer couldn't dig it out. Run would score. 3rd run of the inning for the Crawdads. Here's the 3-2 in this inning, and it misses inside. So Nikhil Beasley able to draw a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 7th inning, and the tying run is coming to the plate in Casey Cummings.
Solid day for Nikhil Beasley. A single, a walk. You take that out of your 9 spot every time. Reach base 67% of the time. You take it.
That's a good OBP.
Yeah.
Center fielder Casey Cummings.
So what does he do? He gets on base. Moneyball by Brant Cummings.
So Casey Cummings to bat with a man on and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. He'll take down low 1-0. Casey 1 for 3 today. Struck out to start the game. Singled in the 3rd, flew out to left. Just missed it in the 6th inning. 1-0, a hanging curveball, but hung a little high, and it's 2-0. Catcher Shane Stanley going to go have a word with Nick Balch.
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Money Balch.
It's another, okay. I was going to say it's another good movie when you think of childhood baseball movies.
Oh, that's my comfort movie.
Maybe the
Yeah.
baseball
No,
movie?
when I'm sad, turn on Moneyball. Feel better.
Scott Hattenberg, my goat.
Hatterberg.
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 Is that what I said?
You said Hattenberg.
Hatterberg. My
Scott
bad.
Hatterberg.
My goat. Either way, my goat. Just like Matt Leong. 2-0, outside.
When people ask why we don't have jobs, this is why.
Yeah. Tuesday's serious. Rest of this inning. 3-0 inside to Casey Cummings. That's ball 4, and back-to-back walks to tying run. Now stands on first base for the Dads with Cam Calvillo coming up.
When the Crawdads have had these comebacks over the last couple of seasons, because cardiac Crawdads is a real thing, a lot of that has been because of leadoff walks. Walks with one runner on, no out. Like, the Crawdads take advantage of situations like this. It's kind of the Brant Cummings mentality is you got to keep adding on. You got to take advantage when they give you mistakes.
Brant Cummings wanted a word with Cameron Calvillo. Offensive meeting just between the two of them before Calvillo climbs into the right-handed batter's box.
And it looks like there's going to be a pitching change. This is a situation Brant Cummings likes to bunt in. I would not. I just don't want to give up and out in this situation with Calvillo. I like, moving guys up, but with how much the Crawdads have struggled with guys on base today, I don't want to give up and out.
We'll see if this is a pitching change. There is someone warming in the Seagulls bullpen. Righty
Owen Gallegos.
Owen Gallegos. No action in the Dad bullpen. Meeting going on for an extended period of time on the top of the mound. With the San Francisco Seagulls now pointing to the bullpen. It looks like Owen Gallegos is going to come into the game. He is. So Nick Balch faces 2 batters in the bottom of the 7th inning, walks both of them. He's responsible for the 2 runners on base. We'll take a break through the pitching change. You're listening to Crawdad Baseball here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Still bottom of the 7th inning, nobody out, but 2 runners on and a pitching change. Nick Balch out, Owen Gallegos in. Second appearance on the summer for Gallegos. In his last, he went 3 innings of 1-run ball, gave up 4 hits on June 14th against the Sonoma Stompers. In a tough spot here, 2 runners on, nobody out, and Cam Calvillo climbs into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Gallegos, a big 12-6 curveball, called a strike, and it's 0-1. Nick Balch faced the 2 first batters of this inning. Walked Nikhil Beasley in a 3-2 count, and then walked Casey Cummings on 4 straight pitches. They stand on first and second, nobody out in the inning. 0-1 to Calvillo. Top of the zone, called a strike, and it's 0-2. Calvillo looking for his first hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 3. Bounced out a couple of different places. First hit couldn't come at a better time. Crawdads trailed 2. 0-2 pitch. Curveball down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little fake snap throw to first for the catcher Shane Stanley, but Casey Cummings wasn't really too far off the bag, and Jacob Brewer, the first baseman, wasn't really covering the first base bag. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch home. Curveball, another one in the dirt, blocked by Stanley, and the count goes to 2-2.
Gallegos spent 2023 at the City College of San Francisco, was terrific there. Had a 3.87 ERA and 79 innings. And last year, through 13 at Cal State East Bay, struggled. But a good start to his summer. 79 innings in a spring at the JUCO level is crazy.
That's a lot. 2-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, blocked by Stanley. Stanley working hard to keep the runners where they are. The count will go full, but Beasley forced to stay on second base. Tying run on first base for the Crawdads, looking to get back after the Seagulls got one in the top of the 7th, the solo home run from Ethan Rohn. Gallegos comes set just below the belt. Full count pitch, curveball taken down low. That's ball 4. 3 walks in the inning issued by Seagulls pitching. The bases are loaded, nobody's out, and Cole Kosciuszko's coming up.
This is who I want at the dish right now. Guy that kills with the bases loaded, guy that kills the Seagulls has killed the Seagulls all year. Nobody out. Gotta at least tie this game here.
Kosciuszko was quiet in his first 2 at-bats, went 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out with the bases loaded. Then singled in the 6th, would come around to score a run. Bases loaded, nobody out here. Fastball gets nearly away from the catcher Stanley. I think it ricocheted off of Kosciuszko's foot. And runners have to stay put, but the count goes to 1-0.
Huge spot for the Crawdads first baseman. He's been the guy all year. Leads the team in runs batted in. Has had a terrific start to his summer. And the thing he loves doing is going oppo. There's a huge gap out in left center between the center fielder Hart and the left fielder Hansen. That's where he's got to try to attack.
Until the Aiden Kamberg double back in the 6th inning, Cole Kosciuszko had the only extra base hit against the Seagulls this season. Wouldn't be a bad spot for another one. 1-0 from Gallegos. Fastball high above the eyes of Kosciuszko, and it's 2-0.
Gallegos just has to find the zone here.
In danger. He's in some danger. Bases loaded, nobody out. Corners up for the Seagulls. Gallegos comes set. Here's the 2-0. On the outside with what looked like the fastball, and it's 2-1.
A little bit of a gimme call there.
Beasley off third, Cummings off second, Calvillo off first. Tying run in scoring position on second base for the Crawdads. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Taken for a strike. Owen Gallegos maybe got away with one.
Don't hate it. Strike 2, so what? Guy that can swing with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Kosciuszko yet to get the bat off his shoulder in this at-bat. Here's the 2-2, down low, ball 3, the count's full.
Action pitch. Something's got to give.
Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Crawdads looking to tie the game. Gallegos working from the stretch, comes set, stares at the man on third, now comes home. Pitch is rolled on the ground, foul. First baseman Brewer gloves it, but it's foul, Bullis says.
Probably a good thing for the Crawdads.
Yeah, could have definitely been 2.
Runner from third, Beasley, wasn't running at all. Not great.
Crawdads have struggled with runners in scoring position today, all season. They look to cash in here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff from Gallegos. Curveball lined the other way. That will get down, a base hit. Casey Cummings rounding third. Here comes the throw from Hanson, the left fielder. It's not in time, and the game is tied. Cole Kosciuszko, a 2-run single. We're tied at 5 in the 7th.
Goes the other way, drops one into left field, action pitch. If it was anyone but Casey Cummings from third base, that runner has to be planted there. But the Crawdads' fastest player, their best athlete, scores, and we're tied.
Cole Kosciuszko's second hit in as many innings. Guy continues to be clutch. Ties the game in the 7th inning. And another dangerous bat coming to the plate, Nico Azpilicueta. 0 for 2 today with a walk, but a run scored. Runners on first and second. He pops the first pitch up on the infield dirt. Jacob Brewer going back. Infield fly in effect, but he makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Unproductive at bat. Can't have those here. Now a big spot for Aiden Camberg. First game as a Crawdad. Got the scoring started back in the 6th. Why not give the Crawdads their first lead of the game here in the 7th?
He doubled home a run back in the 6th, scored a run of his own.
Left fielder Aiden Camberg
is 2 for 4 to start his Crawdad career. Looks to give them the lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch is rolled foul, and it's 0-1.
It's been good swings from Camberg all day. It's pretty impressive when, obviously Brent Cummings hears things about all these guys coming into their summers, but for Camberg, who didn't get any playing time at UC Santa Barbara, for Brent Cummings to put him in the middle of this lineup, that says something about the talent of this kid.
No ball's a strike. This one fouled straight back and into the net, 0-2. I mean, he came off the bench yesterday in a pinch hitting spot. First pitch he saw, singled through the right side of the infield. In an 0-2 count with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning and 2 runs home. Calvillo leads off second. Kosciuszko off first. He's got a huge lead there. 0-2 pitch. Big curveball top of the zone, but called a ball, and the count will go to 1-2. 3 in the 3rd for the Seagulls, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th, 3 in the 6th for the Dads. They've got 2 in this inning thus far. Still threatening, runners on first and second. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. To the outside corner on what looked like an off-speed pitch from Owen Gallegos. First strikeout of the day for him, second out of the 7th, and a big one with Ben Royo coming up.
Yeah, it looked like the changeup to me off the outside, got the chase, had Camberg way out in front.
Shortstop Ben Royo.
Ben Royo looking to get it going. Go-ahead run on second base. First pitch from Gallegos, big curveball, misses way high. Stanley had to bounce out of his crouch and take a deep breath as he walks down the third baseline. This one really nowhere close. And it's 1-0. Royo 0 for 2, but he walked on 4 pitches in the 6th inning. Couple of strikeouts on the day, just looking to put one in play and make the Seagulls make a play to get out of the inning, which they've already shown to be a struggle as the 1-0 is popped up on the infield. Third baseman Sudnar in foul ground, now bouncing over towards the other side of the line. He's got it, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. We've played 7, but Cole Kosciuszko in his 2-run single ties the game at 5. We'll go to the 8th with Austin Oda coming to take over on the play-by-play when we come back here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network.
Inning for San Francisco.
Top half of the 8th inning here from Monte Vista High School. Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on the call. Still Daniel Velichko on the bump, gave up a home run back in the 7th, but now a brand new ball game. All tied at 5, tied for the first time since it was 0-0. It'll be Logan Stelling to lead off against the Crawdads right-hander, who fires a fastball up high, 1-0. San Francisco was able to score 3 runs back in the 3rd inning off Jackson Bird. Pair of singles to lead off the inning, a strikeout, and then with runners on the corners, a fielder's choice that brought home a run and didn't get an out, as Velichko fires a fastball tight, 2-0. Crawdads and didn't score until the bottom of the 6th, but 5 runs over the last 2 innings for Walnut Creek to draw it up at 5. Fastball from Velichko, a little high, 3-0.
Got to get back in the zone here. After the boys tie it up, the bottom half of the 7th, last thing you want to do, 4-pitch walk. What do we say about them?
Always score.
Yeah, 90% of the time.
3-0. That's what happens, ball 4.
Let's see if this is the 10%. Crawdads need it to be.
So first walk of the outing for Velichko, but he struggled in the 3-ball count. At his second, the first one, he gave up a home run and then the walk. Looks like it'll be a pinch runner over at first as well. As coming in to run is Andrew Tinsley, the outfielder.
Running at first base for San Francisco, number 10.
That'll bring up
Andrew
Shane
Tinsley.
Stanley, the catcher.
Catcher,
Tinsley,
Shane
1
Stanley.
for 3. Excuse me, Stanley, the catcher, 1 for 3, a single. Then scored the second run of the game, grounded out to second, also struck out. First pitch, runner goes, pitch up and away. Beasley, throw down to second, nails him. A perfect throw from Nikhil Beasley behind the plate to erase the pinch runner. 1 down in the 8th.
That was awesome. Awesome. Nothing that I like more than a catcher with a perfect strike down to second base. And, I mean, Calvillo was just waiting for it with the ball in his glove. That was perfect.
1-0 at the knees, strike 1.
And to get that, it just feels like such a momentum shift in the inning after a 4-pitch walk to open it up.
1-1. Sky high right side. Liao trots in, now has to sprint, loses the hat, reaches down to make the catch for out number 2.
I mean, look at that. The difference between a runner on first, 1 out, or runner on second for that matter, now 1 out. It's 2 up, 2 down. I mean, that's big.
It's night and day.
That's big, and great job from Nikhil Beasley.
Here's Josh Algarin, 0 for 3, 3 punches and a walk. Also scored a run back in the 5th. First pitch to the lefty. Grounded to first on a backhand. Kosciuszko on 2 hops. Circles around to the first base bag and ends the inning. So good work from Daniel Velichko after the leadoff walk. A big help behind the plate from Nikhil Beasley. We'll head bottom 8, 5-5 the score when we come back. Crawdads trying to take their first lead of the game. Bottom half of the 8th inning, Dads and Seagulls tied at 5 here on Father's Day. 5-5 the scores. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Crawdads. It's going to be a pinch hitter for Evan Mers. It's Isaiah Walker hitting for the Crawdads.
Hitting off the bottom of the 8th inning and pinch hitting for the Dads, number 15, Isaiah Walker.
So Isaiah Walker will get a chance at the plate against the righty. It's a new pitcher. It's Vicente Molina, who Carson will tell you all about in just a sec. Throws a first pitch fastball off the outside, 1-0.
Fourth appearance of the year, 0-1 win-loss, 4.50 ERA. This is he's made a start, 6 innings, five strikeouts, 5 walks, 3 hits. Has faced the Crawdads this year.
1-0 tapped left side. Sundar on a big hop behind the third base bag. Chucks it across the diamond in time to get him. What a play across the hot corner for out number 1. Sorry, keep telling me about Vicente Molina.
It's actually the 3rd time that he's faced the Crawdads. 4 total innings, 7 total runs, only 3 of them earned. 3 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Has been serviceable, I'd say.
Thought he was pretty good against the Crawdads the last time the two teams played.
Unlucky. It was a
Very unlucky.
third baseman. I think it was Hansen made an error.
Here's Ethan Liao for 2 and a walk. First pitch, fastball, away and low, 1-0. 5-5, our score here in the bottom half of the 8th. Dads will have Nikhil Beasley waiting on deck, who's had a good day. The 1-0 to Liao. Outside 2-0. Liao homered in the game yesterday for the Crawdads. Got a ball up by his eyelids, but was able to get under it. Ball that just kept going. Kind of like the home run that Ethan Rohn of the Seagulls hit today. 2 balls and no strikes with the defense playing straight up on the Crawdads right fielder. The pitch. Hammered right center field, slicing past Logan Hart, the center fielder. It's over his glove and all up against the wall. Liao tearing around first. He will stand on second with a 1-out stand-up double. The Crawdads are in business here in the 8th.
Ethan Liao continues to just hit and hit and hit. Doing it to all fields. He's homer to left center yesterday. Going the opposite field. He went the opposite field yesterday, too, for, I think, extra bases as well. He is swinging a hot twig right now.
And he had a pretty good year at Gardner-Webb this spring. Struggled down the stretch, but was on fire to start the year. Here's Nikhil Beasley.
Catcher, Nikhil
Having a good day.
Beasley.
1 for 2, a strikeout, a walk, a single. Has scored a run. Here in a big spot with a runner on second. Liao takes his lead off second with the second baseman creeping towards the bag. First pitch to Beasley is up and away, ball 1. Liao has struggled on the base paths this summer. Cannot get picked off in this spot.
Yeah, go-ahead run in scoring position, less than 2.
Got good speed as Rohn closes in towards the second base bag. 1-0. Outside corner, strike 1.
You just got to know the situation, know the spot, know where your outfielders are. Right fielder, I don't think that's Logan Stelling anymore.
It is not.
Don't know who it is.
It is Andrew Tinsley, who came in to pitch run. The 1-1. A long wait from Molina, now to the plate. Up high with an off-speed pitch, 2-1. Hart is in center. Tinsley in right. 2 balls and a strike to Beasley. Crawdads and Seagulls tied at 5 here in the 8th. Vicente Molina, his 3rd time facing the Crawdads this summer. This the 3rd time these two teams have played. We're knotted at 1 in the season series. Beasley watches the ball drop into the top of the zone, 2-2. The Crawdads have struggled as a whole offensively against the Seagulls this year. Seagulls pitching just a 2.36 ERA on the summer against the Crawdads coming into today's game. Crawdads hitters hitting 171 against the Seagulls this year. Here, a big spot for Nikhil Beasley. The 2-2, outside and low, good stop behind the plate by Stanley. Count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. To the Crawdads' 9th place hitter. Already he's reached base twice today, looking for number 3 with Casey Cummings on deck. Liao gets his lead off second. Rohn flashes towards the bag. Molina to the plate with the 3-2. High and tight, ball 4.
It's on base for the 3rd time today. That's great. Good news. Top of the order coming up. But if you're Molina, you just got to know that it's not necessarily the end of the world. Casey Cummings tough to double off, but a ground ball could get you out of the inning. So you got to have the glass half full mentality.
Casey Cummings walked in his last at bat, came around to score. 1 for 3 with a walk on the day. Scored a run back in the 7th. That was the tying run. First pitch, hammered to left field, towards the line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is just a bit foul. It was, the ball was definitely foul, but a tough break for the Crawdads. I saw foul all the way.
Yeah, I think it was foul too, but the Crawdad faithful is into it.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Good swing from Casey. Getting out in front that first pitch. Just couldn't quite keep it fair.
I saw foul.
It was foul. I mean, I don't think there's much to question. It was foul.
I love the excitement, though.
I love it.
Things are getting rowdy at Monte Vista.
How often does that happen?
No balls, a strike and out to Casey Cummings. Got to reset. 2 on for the Crawdads against Molina here in the 8th. Looking to take their first lead of the game and improve over 500 in conference play. Molina with the 0-1. Outside corner called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. 5-5 the score here in the 8th. The infield playing back, the outfield straight up and shallow. The right fielder, Tinsley, about as far back as anyone in the outfield. No balls and 2 strikes. Molina to the plate. Cummings takes just a little outside. They appealed over to first. I didn't think there was any question if it was a swing or not. But it looked like it's been a call to strike today.
Yeah, there have been a couple questionable ones.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Liao and Beasley are runners on second and first. Molina from the third base side of the slab looks to second. The 1-2. Cummings strikes out swinging. 2 down in the 8th.
Well, that's a big out number 2. Big out number 2, big strikeout number 1. Cam Calvillo now going to have to be the hero.
Second baseman Cameron Calvillo.
Hasn't had his day today. 0 for 3 with a walk. Guy that came into the game as maybe the hottest hitter in the conference. 2 on, 2 out for the Crawdads. Molina looks to second. First pitch. A generously called strike on the inside. Didn't have to be. Calvillo does crowd the plate. Strike 1. Molina from the stretch after 2 got on with just 1 out. Trying to strand him there. 0-1. Down and away. Good stop by Stanley. Ones. 5-5 here in the 8th. Crawdads threatening after a 1-out double by Ethan Liao was followed by a walk from Nikhil Beasley. Casey Cummings struck out. Cam Calvillo 0 for 3 at the dish. Hits from the right side, adjusts his helmet, swings the bat forward a couple times. Now ready with his open stance in the right-handed batter's box. The 1-1. Slider on the outside. Called strike 2.
Didn't have to be. That one for real didn't have to be. Down, it was out.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-5 here in the 5th. Crawdads and Seagulls for the 3rd time this summer. Molina hangs the right arm as he peers in from the third base side of the rubber. Now comes set just below the belt. Looks to second, looks back to home. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2.
Yeah, you don't want to give him anything. Can't expand the zone too much, although the zone has pulsed throughout the game. Don't want to chase. Calvillo, just stick to your approach, drive something the other way, and give the Dads the lead.
Deuces are wild here in the 8th. 5-5 the score, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Liao a good-sized lead off second. Beasley matches off first. The 2-2 to Calvillo. Grounded up the middle. Shortstop Holm gobbles, tosses to second base in time to retire Beasley and retire the Crawdads in the 8th. Dads threaten, but we'll head to the top of the 8th, top of the 9th, tied at 5 when we come back. Top half of the 9th inning, 5s on the scoreboard. Jacob Brewer, Ethan Rohn, Josh Hansen to hit for the Seagulls. Brewer, a hit today in his 4 at-bats, has struck out twice. Squares the bunt, pushes it third base side. Aspilcueta will have no play as he was playing back a perfectly dropped bunt by the second place hitter in the Seagull lineup.
That'll do. Leadoff man aboard. Middle of the order coming up. That is selfless summer baseball.
And that looks like it'll be the day for Daniel Velichko. It'll be a new arm when we come back. Braden Barnes out to the bump, trying to keep this one tied at 5 when we come back. Back here at Monte Vista, top of the 9th, Braden Barnes in for His 4th appearance this year, 6 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and ERA just north of 4, but he's been good. Ethan Roan, Josh Hansen, Pranav Sundar. First pitch outside to Roan, 1-0. Roan has been the guy today. Has 3 of the 5 runs batted in for San Francisco. Barnes with a runner on first from the stretch. Roan takes up and out, 2-0.
Needs to bear down, get a ground ball. 2-0, got to settle down, get back in the strike zone. Find something here on this one.
Throws over to first. Kosciuszko digs it out. In his last outing against the Riptide 4 days ago, went 3 2/3 innings. Gave up 6 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. Was very good out of the bullpen, just couldn't close it down. 2-0. Roan watches. A called strike at the top of the zone, 2-1. Barnes dangles the left arm. Now comes set, brings it to the belt from the left side, 2-1. Roan hits it high and deep, left center field. Going back Cummings, at the warning track, at the wall. It is off the bottom of the wall on a hop. Fielding it is Camberg out in left center. He's going to fire it into the cutoff man, Royo. It's a stand-up double, 2 on, 2 in scoring position, and none out for the Seagulls here in the 9th.
That's barreled. That is
Barreled.
Tough. Nice job by Camberg. Get it in quickly. Get it to the relay guy. Keep that runner on third. Selling out here. Don't want that run to score.
Infield's going to come in. Josh Hansen at the dish, doubled in his first at bat, flew out in his last. 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. Barnes will work from the windup. Peers in over the glove over his right hand. His first pitch. Hansen lines it up the middle. Cummings sprints in. He will make the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. Beasley makes the catch, makes the tag! We stay tied! Did we get TrackMan data on that throw to the plate?
No,
Oh my goodness.
no TrackMan data on the throw to the plate, but that that was the best pitch of the day, and it came from Casey Cummings in center field.
I mean, that was right down the middle.
Perfect. Perfect.
And what a job by Nikhil Beasley to stay on his feet there. The runner didn't stop. That is unbelievable. We've said for a while, Casey Cummings the best defensive player we've seen, and that continues. First pitch, a little high to Pranav Sundar.
And that's not even the first time today that we've seen it.
Oh my
Throw
goodness.
A little bit late, I forget when, pardon, but earlier in this game at a play at the plate, he threw one just like that, just a little late. This time he gets him.
1-0. Sundar lines it to the right, foul, 1-1.
And it's almost incredible that he got there. A sinking line
Yeah.
drive, not hit that hard off the bat, kind of caught it knee height, had to bend down, pick himself up, throw home. That was some throw.
That was seriously like the best throw I think Ryan Brome had one last year.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
1-1. Curveball line to the right side. That's going to drop for a base knock. Liao will cut it off. He turns, fires to the plate. Can the Crawdads get 2 in an inning? Beasley can't make the tag. It was close, but his throw just a little up the third base line. And the Seagulls take a 1-run lead here in the 9th.
How special would that have been if the throw just got there a second sooner? Good effort from Liao in the corner. Played that perfectly. Kind of had to spin around and
Center fielder Logan Hart.
just without thinking throw it to the plate. And good one, just not in time.
That'll bring up Logan Hart. Struck out twice today. First pitch runs high and tight, 1-0. Good news for the Crawdads. In the 9th, they'll have Cole Kosciuszko, Nico Aspilcueta, Ben Royo up. Or excuse me, Aiden Camberg is the third hitter for Walnut Creek in the 9th. 1-0, down and away, 2-0. Now the Crawdads for, again, not for anything. Again, we'll have to play from behind today. They trail 6-5. 2 balls and no strikes. Seagulls lead by 1. The pitch. Big slider. Drops to the outside edge, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Tapped right side. Calvillo Gloves it, underhands to second, and that will end the inning. But the damage is done. Seagulls score once. Kosciuszko, Aspoqueta, Camberg to hit in the ninth. Crawdads need 1 to tie, 3 to send the Dads home happy on Father's Day when we come back. Bottom of the ninth inning. Dads and Seagulls with the Crawdads trailing by 1. Need 1 to tie, 2 to send the fans home happy here in the ninth. Kosciuszko leading it off. Squares to bunt, pulls back, takes up and away, ball 1. Still Vicente Molina on the bump. Kosciuszko has got some ownage against Molina this summer. Hit for 2 legs of the cycle against him out in San Bruno. The 1-0. Called a strike on the outside. Kosciuszko doesn't think so.
Neither
I would tend to agree.
does Trackman. Trackman says 4 balls outside.
So a ball and a strike. Kosciuszko is going to have to battle a little harder. 1-0. Way outside, 2-1. Kosciuszko 2 for 4, drove in a pair in his last at-bat to tie the game. Crawdads trail 6-5 here in the ninth. Kosciuszko, Aspoqueta, and Camberg. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Up and away, 3-1. Got to get on any way possible. Kosciuszko's shown a propensity to run as well. Has good stolen base wheels. 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Molina steps off with his teal glove tucked by his shoulder. 3 balls and a strike to the plate. Kosciuszko taps one to the Crawdads dugout, 3-2. Making fun of me for the word propensity is insane.
You know, I would think it's insane if... Yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the ninth. Molina nods with his catcher Stanley. Kosciuszko ready at the dish. The 3-ball, 2-strike pitch is hit high. Pretty shallow, left side. Over is the left fielder Hansen. In foul ground, he cannot make the catch as it hits the fence.
I gave it a good ride. A little bit under it. That's the pitch to hit right there. 83, center cut. Molina got away with one.
6-5 the score here in the ninth. Molina will step off the slab, get a new baseball. Molina now readjusts the baseball. Ready on the rubber. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cole Kosciuszko here in the ninth. Molina ready. Kosciuszko the same. The 3-2. High ball 4. A stone cold take, a tough at bat, but Kosciuszko wins it. The Crawdads have their leadoff runner on to start the ninth.
This guy might be the most professional hitter in this lineup. Doesn't chase fouls off tough pitches, goes the other way.
Third baseman
He is one of my favorite at-bats for the Crawdads this year, and he starts the ninth with a walk, winning run at the plate.
See if he is on the move from first base. Azpilicueta squares to bunt. Throw to first. Not even close. Six-5 Crawdads trail. See if Nico squares again. The corners are playing in. He's got the bat on his shoulder. Now he squares. Pitch bunted, foul. Nothing in one.
And just dropped the barrel right down the middle. As a curveball, those can be tough. Kind of start at your head and break down to the bottom of the zone, but got to keep that bat flat, and Azpilicueta kind of just drops it and fouls it back.
There was a game against Healdsburg in this this exact same situation last year. Ryan Brome got on with a walk. Matt King bunted him over. Joey Donnelly singled home to win the game. No balls and a strike. Azpilicueta squares again, takes down and away. 1-1. A ball and a strike. Azpilicueta at the plate. See if he's still bunting. Kosciuszko off first. As Azpilicueta squares again. The 1-1. Runs inside. 2-1.
I mean, even if you're not really planning on bunting, keep squaring. Molina hasn't been really close to the zone ever since that first pitch, with Azpilicueta kind of getting in the eyes of the catcher. Don't be surprised to see maybe Kosciuszko taking off and Azpilicueta trying to dance the bat around in the middle of the zone, get in the eyes of Shane Stanley, create some havoc behind home plate.
2-1. Kosciuszko goes. Pitch outside. Stanley has no throw. Kosciuszko's in safely. Kind of tumbles on the bag, but he's there, and it's a 3-1 count to Nico Azpilicueta.
Now he gets to hit away and have some fun.
3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Dads trail by 1. 6-5 the score here in the 9th.
There's plenty of ways this run can score.
But you got to do it.
Right.
Crawdads have not done well with runners in scoring position all summer.
Feels like a must.
See if Nico gets to swing away on 3-1. He's ready at the dish. Molina to the plate. Swing and a miss. Slider up high. Got Azpilicueta to step in the bucket.
So what? Another strike to work with. Need a ball in play, though. Preferably on the ground to the right side.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Kosciuszko gets his lead off second. Molina with the 3-2 to the plate. Hit high, deep, center field, but in the park, the center fielder, Hart, will circle under it, make the catch, and unable to tag is Kosciuszko. Kind of just died out in center.
Yeah, too high. Launch angle almost 50 degrees. That's going to be tough to get balls out of the park there. And unproductive.
That'll bring up Aiden Camberg. Has a double, but is also struck out twice.
Left fielder Aiden Camberg.
How about this for your first Crawdads game?
What a spot.
The left-handed hitter from UC Santa Barbara. Runner on second. Good speed with Kosciuszko. 1 down in the 9th. The first pitch. Called the strike on the outside. 0-1. Camberg, good power from the left side. Strikeouts have been a problem today. He's got 2 of them. 1 swinging, 1 looking. Calm stance from the left-handed batter's box. Molina with the 0-1. Way outside, ball 1. Crawdads scored 5 in the 6th and 7th innings alone to tie this one back up after San Francisco got out to a 4-0 lead, then extended it to 5-3 in the top of the 7th. The 1-1. Up and away. 2-1. Molina laboring through his 2nd inning of work after he replaced Owen Gallegos. The starter, William Ellis, was terrific for San Francisco. The bullpen has not been the same. The 2-1 to Camberg. A long hold as Kosciuszko creeps back towards second, now extends his lead again. Molina will step off. 6-5 the score here in the bottom of the 9th. Dad's trying to tie it up. Kosciuszko, a small lead off second base. The shortstop, Holm, behind him. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out to the Crawdads' 5th place hitter in his first start as a Crawdad. Molina looks back to second. Now the 2-1. Call the strike on the outside, 2-2.
Good with that take. So what? 2-2, another one to work with. It's a strike, yeah, but not really a hittable one. Good pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dads trail by 1. Kosciuszko with his leadoff second, his future Gaucho teammate at the dish. The 2-2. Hit high and deep. Right center field. Going back. It is gone. In his first start as a Crawdad, Aiden Camberg goes yard, and the Crawdads walk it off. The Dads win on Dad's Day, 7-6 final. Welcome to the Creek.
Baby!
Aiden Camberg with his first home run of the summer. Good for the game winner.
Oh!
Final totals on the day for the winning Dads: 7 runs on 8 hits with no errors.
That was pretty cool. In a 2-strike count, Aiden Camberg on the loads to right center. And have a
That ball was
debut.
great.
Have a debut.
What do we got?
395 off the bat. Right center into the wind.
41 minutes.
See you later. See you Tuesday.
What a win for the Crawdads.
Right here at Monte Vista High School at 4 o'clock as they host the South Bay Storm.
That was kind of crazy.
That was really, really cool.
That was awesome. Crawdads have struggled so far this summer, but that win pushes them to first place. Still early in the season, a lot of ball to be played, but Aiden Camberg, I mean, he was a guy that in the fall at Santa Barbara had a really good fall. The D1 scouting reports were talking high on him. It's easy to see why.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, position that he plays was kind of just full. Kind of, Aaron Parker behind the plate, Jessica Brown out in left field. Those are 2 really good position players in their respective spots. And, Summer Ball can be a chance to prove it. Prove that you're the real deal. And Vicente Molina has been a good pitcher. Been a little bit all over the place today, but was able to bear down for most of it. Just hung one.
On a 2-strike count, too.
Yeah.
Carson, thoughts on everything today?
Well, it feels like yesterday that Jackson Bird started this game. I think he was really solid. I think the 4 runs that he gave up, I think it very easily could have been 1. And I think he had a good day. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. He continues to throw the ball well. Nick Bronzini in his Crawdad debut bared down. Had some unlucky things happen to him in that inning. Able to strike out the side. Braden Barnes got hit around a little bit, but was able to limit the damage. All good things from the pitching side of things, and the offense really, really clutched up. 3 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 9th, and the big thing, they were able to respond. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th. San Francisco would get one back in the top of the 7th. Walnut Creek would score 2 in the bottom of the 7th to tie it. Top of the 9th, Seagulls would score a run. Bottom of the 9th, you know what happened. All around, really, really good showing. That's some good stuff. Good heart, good fight, good battle.
Yeah, really good win for the Crawdads. 6 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors for the Seagulls. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Crawdads. That's big. Crawdads have struggled a little bit defensively this year. Jackson Bird was great. Nick Bronzini really buckled down. The play from Casey Cummings will not go unnoticed.
Absolutely not. That's a game saver, right?
I feel like we have to get Aiden Camberg up here.
Sure.
I feel like we have to. You want to go get him?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. You don't think so?
Sure.
What do you think? You're the director of broadcasting. Should I hold down the fort for a couple minutes? All right. So, Crawdads win 7-6, the final. Really, really, really good win for Walnut Creek. They improved to 7-4 overall, 5-1 at home, 5-4 in league play, which pushes them to first place. I think we're going to get Aiden Camberg here on the broadcast, so stay tuned. Really good win for Walnut Creek. Final totals for today. Jackson Bird, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He was terrific. A couple kind of, ball and play luck knocks back in the third for the Seagulls. Bronzini out of the bullpen. Nick Bronzini threw a shutout inning. Didn't walk anyone, gave up a couple. Softly hit knocks, struck out 3. Daniel Velichko and Braden Barnes held things down. 3 innings of 2-run ball combined with the 2 of them. The offensive star of the day for San Francisco was Ethan Rohn. He came into the game hitting just 176 on the summer and was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts against the Crawdads. But today went 2 for 3, a double, a home run, 3 runs batted in. He was great. And then Pranav Sundar had a 3-hit day as well. For the Crawdads, Casey Cummings went 1 for 4 in the leadoff spot. Big knocks and big walks from Cole Kosciuszko. Had 2 singles, one that drove in a pair in the 7th, and then the walk to start the 9th, stole a base, and then ended up scoring the tying run. What was the tying run in the 9th on the walk-off home run by Aiden Camberg. Camberg, 2 for 5 on the day, a double and a 2-run home run. He's got kind of a lightning stick from the left side, some power that the Crawdads have lacked on the summer. That home run for the Crawdads, just their 5th of the year, one each from Ethan Liao, Cole Kosciuszko, Casey Cummings, Ben Royo, and now Aiden Camberg. Home run, 2-run homer for the Crawdads to walk it off. The final totals for the Seagulls, William Ellis was terrific on the bump. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 8 strikeouts. He was unbelievable. Jackson Moore came in out of the bullpen. He struggled, as did Nick Balch, the 2 combined for an inning of 4-run baseball. Walked 4, struck out just 1. Owen Gallegos did his job. Vicente Molina ended up pitching for San Francisco in the 8th and 9th. Struggled a little bit. Yeah, let's do it. We'll hand him the mic. We'll do the thing. We cooking? You want to just use the mic? Yeah, I think that works. Aiden, welcome to the show.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me, Austin.
Thanks for being here. Congrats on the win. How you feeling right now?
It was a good game out there today. They played hard on the other side, did what we needed to do. It wasn't our best game from top to bottom, but, got the job done there at the end. Happy for my boys setting the table there for me, giving me a chance to, get into one there. It was a great day out here today.
So you started your Crawdad career yesterday, 1 for 1, got back in the lineup today, hit a huge double to start the scoring in the 6th, and then obviously the home run in the 9th. It's been a while since you faced live pitching, but it looks like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Yeah, definitely been a minute. Feels great to get it back out here, Just being with the guys in the dugout, making it a good experience down there, great environment. Makes it easy to come in and settle in right away. Just focus on what I'm doing. I know the other guys around there are going to do what they do. So, it's just a great spot to be. Feels great to be back.
You got that one in the last inning, 395 to right center field. When the pitch was out of the pitcher's hand, what was going through your mind?
I was looking for something middle, looking to make something happen. They're a big zone today. Was looking to fight something off, stay competitive up there, And, he left a slider over in the middle, saw it up, and, did what I do. It's
only your second day, but Cole Kosciuszko, future Gaucho teammate, was on second base. I'm not sure if you got to see his reaction kind of right when you hit it, had his hands up in the air. How kind of cool is that to share a moment with a future teammate? It's awesome, man. Just met Cole. He's a great dude right off the bat. Can tell, we got a good thing going already, man. And bringing him down to Santa Barbara, we're looking to build off what we did this year, and that's another guy that's going to be a great addition right there. He's already hitting great. And, yeah, I'm just really excited, for the rest of the summer, what the future holds, man.
What can you say about the Crawdads, down 4-0 at one point, just the ability to fight back today?
Yeah, I mean, everyone, taking good at-bats in there. We were a couple guys battling with a tough zone up there today. We weren't getting a couple calls going our way, ball down the line for Casey. We all thought that one was fair, but, we all just stuck to it, stuck to our approach, figured it out at the end, and that's what the summer's going to be all about, finding a way to win games because, we didn't come out with our best stuff today. But, we found a way to win, and that's what matters.
Awesome. You got anything?
Got nothing.
Cool. Thanks, Aiden. Good work.
Thank you, guys.
That was Aiden Camberg after the Crawdads win 7-6 walk-off home run. First walk-off of the year for the Crawdads. It was a really, really fun game start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, to cap it off, 2-run homer, talking to him before, that's his first walk-off base hit, walk-off anything. So what a moment, just the second day as a Crawdad. And
that ball was tagged.
It was tagged, and that's just a special moment. It's one of those things that you look back on at the end of the year and think that is something that you'll remember. And that's something I think Aiden will remember for a long time, as will I, and I'm sure Brant and a lot of the other guys in that dugout.
Talked about it over the SoCal trip. 2 years ago, Crawdads were about a 500 team going into that SoCal series. Bottom of the 9th in a game against the Arroyo Seco Saints. A loss would have pushed them to 500. A loss would have pushed these Crawdads under 500. That's not a good spot to be, but seems like they're kind of starting to find their identity.
Yeah, things are starting to come together a little bit. Coming in today, the offense had been really, really solid. 346, 411, 564 for an 875 OPS. That's in the last 2 games. But we've talked about the struggles offensively for the Dads, especially going into the SoCal trip. So, come back, not getting a whole lot of rest and just doing what they do. That's been a good sight. And day off tomorrow will be good. Get some rest and get back out here, get another win, and keep this thing rolling. 3 straight is nothing to laugh at.
Yeah. 3 straight. Dads win on Dad's Day. 7-6 final. One last time for Carson Mercier. My name is Austin Oda. We will be back on Tuesday as the Crawdads will try to go 2 games over 500. Carson Mercier bump day?
Potentially.
Who are we playing?
Non-conference.
Really?
Think so.
Cool. We'll see you on Tuesday. Crawdads win 7-6.